good. Are we live? I believe we are in some part of the world live. Somebody say something.
Hello.
What?
Okay, it works.
Hi.
What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with another live stream. We are, of course, here with the Mr. James.
Hi.
Mr. Yeet.
Hi, I'm eating rice.
Bruh. And, of course, Trump 2024 enjoyer.
Hi, I'm eating top ramen.
Alright, so tonight we have a actually kind of a significant night. The Kentucky primary is tonight, with the main focus, of course, being the governorship. The Secretary of State race is also up. We also got Jacksonville and Pennsylvania. They have their own races up tonight, and a few other ones here and there, but this should be a very interesting night, because this will be the first, I guess you could say, indication of 24 for how the endorsements go, because Trump endorsed Daniel Cameron, how long ago? Like last year, was it? Right?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Did he just forget the Kentucky election was like this year?
He might have
He may have just forgotten he endorsed him.
Yeah, and then Kelly Craft got endorsed by Ron DeSantis, which we'll get to in a little bit. I don't freaking know what he's
That
doing.
is hilarious.
The kiss of death. So far, all of Ron DeSantis' endorsements have failed miserably.
Yeah, so today we have MAGA patriot Daniel Cameron versus DeSantis endorsed neocon Mitch Schill, Kelly
Yeah,
Craft.
Kelly Craft is awful. I mean, there's nothing good about her. So
Yeah, just look at that mug of her in the thumbnail, guys. Let us know in the live chat what you think about it.
So true. And we got a super chat, of course. That political guy for 5. Stapleton was a person in the empty chair in the Kelly Craft ad. She was waiting for him to come to dinner. Oh, man.
Come home, Corey Stapleton.
The Corey Stapleton people are alive tonight, I can already tell.
We also have a key race in the Democrat primary, Andy Bashir versus Jeff Young, big candidate.
So true. If you don't know who Jeff Young is, just look him up on Twitter. That's all you need to know about him.
He's a tanky.
He lost Lexington last November as a Democrat.
How is that
Or
even
the county.
possible?
but-
He's a tanky, and he somehow won the Democratic primary in the 6th district and underperformed Biden by 20.
I love it. And, well, of course, we got a super chat by Longhorn Politics for 2. Cameron will smoke Kelly Craft. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Craft from what I heard. But
Yeah, the recent Emerson poll has Cameron up 15, I believe.
yeah. And
So he's pretty good position
I'm
here.
going to laugh, though, if Cameron wins by like 30. Right after DeSantis endorsed him. I'm going to laugh my ass off. I mean, like, can we just be real here? Again, I'm fine with DeSantis. I know a couple people in this chat, they don't like him. But what is his people doing? What is he doing?
He's a neocon. He endorsed the neocon. I don't see why it's so confusing.
I know, but no. His people are freaking idiots. Like, this is an understatement. They seriously think they got some magical, mystical data that has DeSantis secretly in striking distance, when even their own leaked internals have him down by 20 in some
At
states.
this rate, it maybe become a discussion between who gets second between Mike Pence and Ron DeSantis.
I think Ramaswamy actually has a better chance. I mean, he's the only one going up. Pence is going down. Haley's going down.
Pence has kind of been about the same, I think. Just
I thought he
around
was down a little
Yeah.
bit, but I think
I thought Pence was pretty. I thought Pence and Haley have just been pretty consistent the entire time,
Yeah.
like the same, like
Haley went down a
3%,
couple
5%.
points. But Ramaswamy, I think, is going to do a lot better than people think. It looks like he is, at least. I mean, isn't he already at, like... Gosh, he's at, like, 5% nationally, right?
I think he's probably just like the Andrew Yang of the Republican
I know, but
primary,
unlike Yang, he gets delegates, because Iowa has a low threshold.
possibly.
Yang, yeah, I think he dropped out after Iowa.
He
just
dropped out
because
after
he
New
couldn't get a
Hampshire.
delegate.
New
Oh
Hampshire.
yeah, he did. It was New Hampshire.
Let's see here. His advisor are taking him. Yeah, DeSantis' people are freaking morons. The people around him. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. I really
Like,
do not.
He's collapsing the polls. I don't know. Like, wasn't there one today with like Trump over 60%? And
Yeah,
he was
Morning
like 18 or
Compost.
something?
They have Trump up by like 50. I mean,
That's like RFK. That's like RFK Jr. numbers.
yeah, he's polling like worse than RFK in some polls.
I said this maybe not on stream a little while ago that there's a very good chance we could see RFK actually end up doing better than DeSantis.
Yeah, I don't know about that just yet, but RFK, he's like he's not gone up or down. He's like at 20% this entire time. But some polls he's below him now. DeSantis is. So, and at this point, if he announces like they're saying like next week, I believe they're thinking he's announced. Like,
yeah, I was seeing.
next
Yeah,
week.
I don't know. Did he repeal resign to run?
Yeah, he signed that, I believe. He
Huh.
signed
Yeah,
a
so
bill
then
changing
he'll-
that.
That's so
He'll probably
blatantly
announce-
corrupt, by the way.
Yeah, like I think that law is well. I have my own opinions on the law, but you know, it's like you clearly change it just for yourself. It's bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he did have 6 years to repeal it. He could have repealed it when he first got into office.
I think
Or
it's a
whatever.
stupid. I think it was a stupid law, but doing it right before
Yeah.
you're expected to announce. And don't get me even started about the his Never Back Down pack. One of the worst packs I've ever seen.
What do they do?
So they're the ones that they went full resist liberal after Trump had his town hall. They were like, he caused January 6th. He's an insurrectionist. Who do you think you're appealing to?
What an awful campaign.
And let's be clear, super PACs are not supposed to coordinate with campaigns. Everybody knows that. The PACs are clearly coordinating. I mean, magically, the Never Back Down PAC just mysteriously follows DeSantis wherever he goes. Just magically. They totally know 3D chess. And we got a couple super chats. Some Looney has been a member for 1 month. Thank you very much, sir. Low turnout in Kentucky, probably cause it's May plus weather. Yeah, it's May and the weather's, I heard, it's not that good. That political guy for 5. Do you think Massey will attempt the primary McConnell? I think McConnell's retiring.
I doubt McConnell wants to run for another term. He's had like health issues, and I'm sure he doesn't have fun like controlling his caucus and stuff.
Yeah, he's not in a good spot. He's
He's
gonna
just
get
gonna-
thrown out.
He's just gonna do his final hurrah in this midterm, trying to screw us over as many points he possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, like, the sad part, he was a decent majority leader for a while. He was decent, but ever since 2020, he's been hurting us, openly destroying many of our candidates. It's stupid.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Never back down as tricking representatives and senators to sign fake pledge. Yeah, did you guys see that about the fake endorsements that DeSantis had?
Fake endorsements?
So what?
Never
what
I
back
didn't even
down.
notice.
yeah,
Or
never
like
back
bend
down.
over backwards.
Yeah, so what happened? What happened was Never Back Down. They had these representatives from New Hampshire and Iowa. They signed these petitions and they made it sound like it was for something completely different. Well, it was an endorsement for DeSantis. These same people flat out said, "We never endorsed DeSantis. We're with Trump." I mean, you
Funny.
gotta be kidding me. I mean, how stupid can you be? You had to beg
don't know.
representatives from New Hampshire to endorse you like that?
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows? Best case scenario, Biden wins the nomination. How RFC, I think it meant RFK, gets like 20% plus. Then Biden dies and Kamala becomes the nominee. No way moderate Dems vote for Kamala after that. I think best case scenario, RFK gets like 40%. And he just sinks to Biden. I mean, could he get 40%? That's a serious question.
I don't really think so. I wouldn't really expect him to get. I think that would be like Biden would have to do but like something would have to change in order for that to happen.
Yeah,
Like-
I think Biden will win comfortably.
Oh, I'm not denying. I'm just saying, like, I think there could be a possibility if, like, something crazy happens the next year.
Hello, I'm back.
I mean, what would be crazy enough to, like, make Democrats flip on Biden?
Biden would have to
He'd have
piss
to-
off the base in some way.
He'd have to go back to his 1970s roots.
Yeah, he has to say something stupid, like, then insult a bunch of the black voters. That's my guess.
Yeah, he'll start like saying the N-word on the national stage or something, and then he'll piss off enough people maybe.
That's the
Actually,
only
even
way.
then, they're probably still going to vote for him.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah. I
only
mean,
way.
like RFK Jr. maybe could do well in a state like West Virginia, where like Obama only got like 60% of the 2012 primary vote
I will
there.
never forget that. Some write-in candidate almost beat him.
Yeah,
If
it
we're
was
talking, if we're talking about the Dem primary, I will say that it looks like RFK's main coalition as of now is probably non-college whites.
Yeah, they're Trump voters, pretty much.
So, Rap, I
Yeah,
got a
they're like-
question from the
they're
chat.
Trump Democrats.
Biden's
got a-
biggest constituency is
What?
more black.
We have a
voters.
question from the chat. Who do you think takes Elliott County tonight?
Elliott County, isn't that? I don't know. Let's see.
That's
Cameron.
the county that Trump flipped for the
That's
first
going-
time in like 100 years.
Let's
And
Let's go in Cameron.
2016, I believe. Yes, Elliott
Yeah,
County.
it's an East Kentucky one that voted
Yeah,
Obama twice
okay.
and Trump heavily.
So that I'm guessing that's probably going to Cameron. If those are Trump
That's
Democrats.
That's definitely going to Cameron, unless like Quarles. I do want to point a couple things out. I do believe Kelly Craft is from Lexington,
Well, she
and I think
claims
the
to
Lexington
be.
area. Yeah,
mean-
but let's just go by that. I think that is a more establishment part of the
It is.
state. She's going to do better there compared to Mose, as well as probably the
Isn't
Cincinnati
Cameron
burbs.
Is it Cameron from Louisville? I don't know. He's like.
No, I think he's from like Hardin County.
I'm not an
I
expert in
think-
Louisville.
I looked him up. I know he went like to college there at least,
But yeah, it's.
but I'm
gonna-
not sure.
Yeah, I'm not an expert in Louisville elections. Like, it's not really talked about much outside of governor elections.
The one where he went to college is Elizabethtown area, I believe.
Isn't that? I don't know.
I could be wrong, but that's
yeah,
what I saw looking it up.
If chat knows
He,
anything,
no, he lives in
send it.
he lives in Louisville.
Okay.
I
All
just
right,
checked
so,
this.
so he's probably gonna do.
If that's
He
where
might
he's
have some
from.
strength there in Elizabethtown,
So
that part of the state.
Joe could say the N word and still win all the black counties. Yeah, but it could damage him enough. That's the whole point. Just damage him enough. Because if he only wins South Carolina by like 15, he may be in trouble. So something crazy like that happens. If he wins by 30, there's no opportunity for RFK. But
Oh, and Quarles, however you pronounce that, is probably gonna outperform in the rurals because that's where he's targeting.
yeah, so he is the agriculture commissioner, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
right?
He is, yeah. I really don't know why he ran for governor because there's two candidates ahead of him, and he could have kept his other
Louisville.
job.
Louisville. Yeah, whatever. I say Louisville, whatever. I call it Louisville. I mean, at some point. Come on.
I call it Louisville.
Louisville. So true. Bernie never wanted to win. It was all about the money. Bernie loves his capitalism. Yeah, does he have 3 houses still?
Something like
Well,
that.
I mean, he has a house for DC work, a house for Vermont work, and he has a house that he inherited.
Okay, so he does have 3 houses. Therefore, he's not a socialist. I'm joking, but
Yes, so true.
let's see.
Socialists can have 0 houses.
Okay, the election, the first results about the dump any second now, or I should say the
Hopefully.
polls close. Thank goodness Kentucky. Why can't every state close this early? What? Why?
I mean, I guess it's just to give. I think it's to give an opportunity for people to vote after work.
Oh, boo!
If-
I'm
if-
joking.
Yeah, they need time to fortify things. That's all.
Just make it
Oh,
a national
boo-hoo, you have a
holiday.
job.
Just make it a national holiday. That's my opinion. I just make it a freaking national holiday. No, you don't gotta
I
worry. about it.
I do think it should be. Yeah, it should be a national holiday.
I think
I don't know
anybody
about
would-
primary elections because they changed, but I think that you should. I think that I mean, I think it does make. I
I
think
support it
I think
because it helps my party.
I know they have jobs. I'm just saying, like, there should be just a national holiday, or like for primary elections, make it a state holiday and whatever. But don't places have to give you time to go to vote if you work? I'm pretty sure.
I think so, but I mean, there's still people who can't afford to like take a few hours off work to go vote or something like that.
Bashir's essentially just a figurehead for Kentucky. He really doesn't have any power, so essentially people are voting to either have the governor run the state or have the legislator. Yeah, that's pretty true. But I mean, Republicans have the supermajority in both chambers, and don't they just need like 1 vote in each legislator just to override a veto? Is that right?
I mean,
It's something.
I mean,
crazy
I know
like
a lot
that.
of times. I know a lot of times in a red state where a Democratic governor's coming in, they just got all the powers of the governor. And then once, yeah, it's like doesn't that happen a lot? Where if there's a lame duck session, they just got the powers of the incoming governor.
Yeah, that's what they did in Wisconsin. I will still never forget what Speaker Voss did. Oh yes, magically all the governor's powers just disappear at the last second. I mean, that's what
Didn't
they got to
they do that with Roy Cooper?
Yeah,
like that's not what they did with Roy Cooper.
They
in
do
North
it
Carolina.
everywhere. I love it when they do that. It's like, oh yes, we only have power when we're in control. The Democrats have none when they're in control. Just do that more. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking up. What does that look up? I don't know. Let's see. I'm a registered Republican in the Bronx, New York City. You're probably like one of the only like 5 in the entire city.
I mean,
That's like
it's probably, yeah. I mean, there's a few red precincts in the Bronx and like very in the very eastern coast part of it.
all right, gentlemen. Now we wait. Probably for 5 hours because we can't have simple elections. But it should be a primary. It should be really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hoping that the first vote dump has Jeff Young ahead of Andy Bashir. Just for 1
Yeah,
second.
I would screenshot that so fast.
Yeah. Will the Nevada legislature ever change? The problem is the geography sucks for Republicans. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
It's like Wisconsin for Democrats.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know how hard it is to draw like a fair state legislature map that like either party could win in Nevada.
In Nevada, it's way harder. It's like it's still a gerrymander, but they're kind of forced to with how the geography is.
I'm pretty sure you
probably
could
have
pack. I would imagine you could pack a lot of Dems.
Oh, you
in
can,
Vegas
but-
to make a fair map.
Even then, like somebody tried. It's still really hard to do it. You have to get
Yeah,
like
the hard
Joe
part is
Lombardo
that it's
margins.
literally all just Las Vegas and
Reno.
Reno, so you just got like all these like you got. I mean, I feel like when a state is dominated more by like bigger cities, it tends to be worse political geography for Republicans. While if there's more like rurals, then it tends to be worse political geography for Democrats.
Yeah, like
people are more
Wisconsin.
spread out.
Like Wisconsin. Like these idiots think that, oh yes, Wisconsin gerrymandered because Republicans lost the popular vote by 8. Yes, when you factor out all of the uncontested races was like D+2, but guys, not everybody lives in Madison or Milwaukee. And we got our first vote dump.
Oh yeah, first results. It's
Laurel County.
Laurel County. Yeah.
Yes!
Oh, Andy Bashir's at 96.
Oh, look at Coral's second place.
Yes!
The three
Yeah,
There's
he's going
3
to do
people
good in the
voted for-
world.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I really wanted Jeff Young in first place. 3 people voted for him.
Yes,
That's
I'm
good
gonna
start.
tweet 3 Patriots.
Jeff Young second place.
3
votes.
Chads.
go.
So
Three,
true.
they're 3 Patriots.
Cameron
He's probably
Mendenhall.
gonna overperform in the rules.
They're the only 3 moderate unifiers in Kentucky.
It's not looking too good for. I know it's one
Okay.
county. It's like
Yeah,
5
Kelly
people that
Craft.
live in it, but still,
Yeah, Kelly Craft is in 3rd.
Oh, my.
screenshot it. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna clip it. Somebody clip it. Somebody clip it, so I can go back later and post it. But yeah, that's not a good start for Kelly Craft. I know it's one.
Here, I'll screenshot it. and
I know it's like
post it.
1,000 votes, but still. Stop the steal, Young one. You two, that's a joke. That's not me being serious. Young won this election. It's so true.
For Secretary of State, Michael Adams is ahead.
Darn.
Jonathan Shell is ahead for agriculture. And yeah.
Who we rooting for? We're rooting for Cameron. And Jeff
And
Young.
yeah, and in
Jeff
the
Young, the
and in
more
the
important
treasurer-
one.
And in the treasurer race, Metcalf is leading Oleka.
So yeah, we're not gonna call it for the Democrat side just for the memes, but
It's a close race.
yes, trust me, he's only down 100 some votes, so
He's only down over 100 votes.
yeah, with
Not a
like,
big deal.
with like 100 votes in. Dieter's bros were surging. Yeah, how's he doing? Oh, he's getting 3%.
He's 3%.
The guy
he's doing the best of the irrelevance.
that chases nephew with a truck, he's in 4th. Guy started.
Oh, we have some breaking news here. Pete Buttigieg declares victory in the Kentucky Republican gubernatorial
Stop
primary.
it! Stop it! I
Louisville,
hate
yeah,
that.
not Kentucky.
Whoever started that meme needs to go away. I hate that so much.
It started because he declared the victory in the Iowa caucuses before any results came in.
I know, but I hate that. He has a whole 2.2% of the vote. Yeah, 3 votes on top of that. So it's a great start for Jeff Young. That political guy for 2. Trust the plan. So true. Trust the plan.
Mules are armed and ready for Jeff Young.
Yeah, I wanted a vote dump where Jeff Young was ahead for like 1 second. Just one. Oh, well.
It's never gonna happen.
Man, I just want one of these. Well, we did see that last year in Iowa, the Democrat side.
True.
Remember that some no-named beat the what's her name again? The Democrat in Iowa.
Apparently she's also a no-name now.
Yeah, so she tried to challenge Grassley, and she had like a bunch of money. She lost to some
Abby
no-name.
Finkenauer.
Yeah, she lost to some no-name.
Yeah, she lost to Michael Franken. She lost to Michael Franken.
Yeah. That was the funniest. That was one of the funniest election results of last year.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Well, apparently, I think
And
he
she
was
got,
actually like a semi-major candidate in the previous Senate primary.
Yeah, she was.
So,
And she got
wasn't
kicked
that
off the
nowhere.
ballot and like got back on.
Yeah, the whole situation was stupid, but the funny thing is it backfired on her.
Yeah, she got back on the ballot just to lose.
Did we get some more votes? No, we didn't. Jeff Young's, let's see here. Fox News called it for Young. Yeah, this reminds me of, Virginia in 2020 when Fox News called it for Biden when Trump was up by 17. I know Trump was going to lose the state, but it's like, you can't call it when it's like that outside of, like, Massachusetts. I mean, I don't know.
do we know how Kentucky counts certain votes?
I think it's normal compared to other states, so I think it's early votes first.
Okay, because
Don't quote
I'm
me.
actually not a big fan of the margin right now in Laurel, but we'll see. Need more results.
I mean,
Harry-
it's looking good for Jeff Young because he's only a little over 100 votes behind Andrew this year.
Harry for $5. Master Yeet joined the server. We have real women there now. What?
I'm gonna have to say no to that.
Oh, jeez.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah. Could Red Virginia ever come back at a state level, like local? Federal, I don't know.
We could see something happen with Hung Kao.
I swear, if
For the
Han Kao
Senate.
wins or something crazy like that, then we could talk. But
If you look at how he outperformed Trump in the district he ran in, he would actually flip the state in the Senate if he replicated that.
yeah, and he did it with no money. The NRCC spent like a bunch of money on Fung, but they didn't spend a dime on him. And he did better. This must be why Young is down in the early vote. Yes, trust the plan. Election day voters are coming out for him. They accidentally ticked off the wrong box. Yeah, I want to see the precinct map of the Democrat side and see what precincts Jeff Young wins. I hope
If he wins, then
I hope he wins one. You know, they're gonna exist like the Fetterman Oz voters. No, Fetterman Mastriano voters. Excuse me. Harry for $2. Rap, are you interested in joining? No. Not interested.
we need more counties to come in now.
Yeah, not this
just
crap
Laurel.
again. This happens every election.
Hey, Laurel County.
Oh, yes. We have a great election system. We'll count elections fast. Proceeds not to count anything for an hour.
It's only 19% of the vote.
In like the smallest county in the state.
Yeah, there's like no one there.
Let's see here. As a Virginia 7th voter, Wholesome DJ Aftershock for 2. As a Virginia 7th voter, Vega is not very intelligent. That's from what I heard. Later on, the campaign didn't go too well, but who knows? It just Virginia 7th. That's a weird one. That should be flipping, but it won't.
I think
Very
I saw like a 2012
hard to
map
break
of
through.
Virginia that like Obama actually won that district, I think, but he lost to Wexton's.
Excuse me.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, like I think it was like Obama won Spanberger's district, but he lost Wexton's.
Makes sense to me. Even in 2012, I know trends happen, but still.
Yeah, I think you had some blue counties in that district at the time that are red now.
Oh man.
I think Essex and such.
This is a sign. We all knew it was from the beginning. Bashir will win the general election with 96. Oh, baloney. Go away.
Yeah, Essex, Caroline, Westmoreland. Pretty sure
Spam.
those were that.
Let's see. New York third voter. Who do I vote for in the primary? Santos. Vote Santos.
Mega Patriot Santos.
I don't care. We'll lose the district either way. Who frickin' cares? Just vote
I think
Santos
we can
for
hold
me.
it.
We're not holding. Let's be real here.
I think we can if Trump does well enough. I think he's more likely to win it than not as of now.
Let's see here. Wholesome DG Aftershock for 2. The uber minority part of PWC is in the 7th. That's the problem then. Prince William County.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rap, are you ready for Governor Kraft to meet Senator Odea? They both won because of DeSantis. So true. I still don't get that endorsement by DeSantis.
He did that like within the week that Odea went anti-Trump, which was a blatant red flag at the time.
But I thought, okay, whatever. Just one thing. I didn't really think much about it, but makes me wonder. How long has he been planning this for?
A while. Probably since early 21.
But from
I
everything,
think they started planning this ever since the 2020 election ended.
From everything I've heard, though, I mean, Trump was going to give DeSantis a VP show before the election happened, but still. I don't know. Santos actually gets reelected. I'm laughing my ass off. If he gets reelected, I have a sort of video plan. I've been saving it for the perfect opportunity, but I can't release it yet. It's a video that has to be released when a certain candidate like that wins. It almost happened in 22.
Yeah, I saw someone suggest that Zeldin should primary Santos in the chat.
No, he won't do it. He's gonna focus on federal elections, but not New York third.
Another vote dump came in. Kelly
Where?
Craft just is now leading Ryan Quarles.
Oh no!
She's close
Taylor
on
County.
No!
Oh, look at the margin.
Oh God, no! No!
It hasn't come in for the Democrats yet, just the Republicans.
They're holding back the Jeff Young votes.
The mules are coming.
Yes.
That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign for Cameron at all. Let's be
What
real
percentage?
here.
It's 32% of the vote.
Reminder, everybody. Even most neocons supported Daniel Cameron on Twitter. 90% of people want Cameron because he has a brain, and Kelly Craft just sucks. I mean, no. This better be. It's early though.
It's too early to call.
I'm not saying I'm gonna call it, but that may be a bit worrisome for Cameron if that holds.
So this is going to be Oz McCormick all over again.
No, not that again. We streamed. That was like one of the longest streams I ever was in. That was terrible.
Wasn't it almost? It was almost
tiring.
like a margin. Wasn't it like a margin of like 400 votes or something?
Yes.
It was
Another vote dump. Okay. I'm hoping this is early. If it's not,
Kelly Craft. Yeah, she's winning Leslie County too.
uh-oh.
That margin's gotten really narrow.
Is this? No, we're not doing this again with the McCormick stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, Leslie County had Jeff Young with 1 vote. He's picking up steam.
Yes, 7 votes for Bashir, 1 vote for Young. That is.
Let's see here. Wholesome DG Aftershock for 5. For the host, if you could combine Bush 2004 suburb margins with Trump 2020 rural margins by drinking a magic potion, what do you do? Oh, yeah. You would win a lot of states with that coalition if you somehow got it.
We need Trump suburbs and McCain rurals.
What's the worst coalition I could think of?
That's Trump suburbs, McCain rurals.
Harry for $5. Daniel Cameron is only in this to expand his haram of white. I'm not gonna finish that. I'm not gonna even finish that because I don't know what that is. So, again, sorry, some super chats. I may not read the entire thing if I think it's not good for YouTube.
Curie Lake tweeted out earlier today, I'm quote unquote, I'm hearing reports of trouble out of Kentucky during today's elections.
Okay.
Reported low turnout, ballot printers jamming in multiple places. I'm not gonna finish the tweet.
Carrie
but
Lake,
you get the gist.
stop cooking. You're burning down the kitchen. Anyways.
They're bringing the mills.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
Jeff Young is 13% of the vote in Leslie County.
Yeah, one vote. One vote.
Yeah, leading by 7 votes, Daniel Cameron. All right, what's going to be the next county to start counting
Please.
ballots?
It's going to be Lexington, isn't it? And the Cameron's like up in Lexington.
That'd be Curse.
Let's see here. Oh, this is perfect. Fort Southern Margins and Goldwater everywhere else. That's the perfect coalition right there.
That would be an excellent coalition. 538 electoral landslide.
Okay, I'm watching Bears' stream as well. He's watching Decision Desk. They have Jefferson in. That's where Louisville is. Cameron's up there. So.
Okay. So yeah, well, we should be careful. We should be careful with what we're listing with Barris. Let's be real here. But...
Well, I'm just looking at the results that he has on the screen.
Yeah, isn't that where he's from? Saying. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that may save him then, if it's Louisville.
If we're comparing this to PA, this will be Philadelphia.
Oh no, not this again.
It's just too early to call.
Let's see. Yeah. Will you be racked in Jacksonville tonight? Yes. We gotta get the link up. I don't know where it is, but somebody should have it. Somebody should have it at least. Huge dump on Decision Desk. Can somebody check on that?
I should just go to Decision Desk at the same time, honestly.
Yeah, somebody bring up Decision Desk and send it to me. People are saying there's a big margin, big dump in Decision Desk.
Yeah, Cameron is up big in Decision
Desk.
Yeah,
it's mainly from Louisville.
Okay, how big we talking?
He's up about to hit 50%.
27 on Decision Desk.
How many
right
vote?
now.
What percent in they expect?
2. Well, 2% in. 5,490 votes counted.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 12% in Louisville, and Cameron is in first, Quarles in second, Kraft in third.
That may
Cameron is 56% of the vote there.
That's gonna be a big problem for Kraft if that's the case. That's gonna be a huge problem for her because
she only has 12% in Louisville. She's third.
Yeah. So okay, everybody, sorry, I have to.
New York Times. I'm sorry.
No, sorry, everybody. I gotta go to the Decision Desk and make sure. I gotta get the Decision Desk stuff. But go on.
I was gonna say New York Times now has Lincoln County in.
Yep, big Cameron lead.
Cameron's leading there. Yeah.
Okay, now.
In the Democratic primary, Wayne County's in, and Jeff Young has 4 votes.
Yes. Okay.
Quarles has a small lead in.
So that Louisville. County. Unironically, what may save Daniel Cameron is his margin from Louisville. If these roll votes hold, which it doesn't seem like they are, actually.
He's doing a lot better in Decision Desk, and more counties are being reported there, so.
Okay. For now, we're going to be just on using the both, at least. But Decision Desk was... What?
In a rural county, Carter County, Kelly Kraft is leading with 60% of the vote, with a total of 3 votes so far for her.
3 votes for Kraft, 2 for Quarles. That's it.
Okay, now we got a super chat. Wholesome DG Aftershock for 5. Reagan Suburbs, Nixon Urban plus Trump rules in exchange for the Wisconsin Supreme Court plus governor being controlled by libs for 4 years. Fair trade for the 3 of you.
All right, Jefferson County's in the New York Times. Daniel Cameron, 56% of the vote. Kraft is only at 12. That's really awful for her.
Yeah, you cannot. Is it Kraft supposed to do better in those urban areas?
Maybe Lexington, but not Louisville.
But she's only getting 12%. There's a lot of votes in Jefferson. Not as much as some of the rural areas, but still. Let's see here. Harry for $5. Yeet, what are the odds that I'll be able to rizz up Nixon land Asian? Oh my gosh.
Person seems very interested in me.
Again. Whatever. Okay. So, anyways, back to the show. All right. So, good news for Cameron is he's getting good margins from Louisville. Some of the problem is he's not doing the best in Eastern Kentucky, from what I've seen so far.
That's interesting. Because that's kind of Trump land.
That's Trump country.
So we need more votes, and all we really have is
Yeah.
Leslie.
I know,
might
but
just be like early vote or something.
Yeah, I know, but it's like so far it's kind of weird,
Interesting.
kind of upside down. Jeff Young still has 118 votes.
There's a good chance that a good chunk of that Trump country is voting for Bashir right now in the primary.
That is true, actually.
If that's the case, I don't even know what I would say if that's actually real.
I'm voting for Jeff.
There's just a
Young.
lot of blue dogs that
Well,
aren't registered Republican.
That is true. Like, how many Democrats are registered in Kentucky? Is it still majority Democrat, or did it?
I think
flip?
I think
I
like
think it
around
is.
a year ago, Republicans took the lead finally.
No, that was West Virginia.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky, I think, still has more registered
I could have
Democrats than
swore
Republicans.
that was Kentucky.
Let's see here. Who the fuck is Pepe Martin? She is a Democrat that ran for the Republican governor nomination in '99, and she was the reform candidate for 1996, and she challenged Ross Perot. That's all you need to know about her. Just complete random history.
Yeah,
But it's
decision
true.
desk on Johnson County. This is in Eastern Kentucky County. Cameron's doing really well, so we just gotta wait and see.
Some weird. It's very early, but so far we're getting some wacky results. I know it's very early, but I just want to
Ready
get.
for this to become.
Don't
I
let's
was
be
just gonna-
Pennsylvania too. I swear if this.
Yeah, I'm ready for this to be Pennsylvania too. Like, it'd be really funny if it's like a 1 vote margin, and if it like maybe Cameron wins by 1 vote, and Kelly Craft just spends like months trying to get that recounted.
Let's see. Kentucky has more registered Republicans than it does Democrats. Yeah, I thought it flipped.
Yeah, I thought it flipped like around a year
Okay.
ago.
Then yeah, I guess I was looking at
remember
old-
vividly.
Yeah, but they did have more, and I think the Democrats had like a majority in the state legislature not too long ago.
Let's see here. There are now Republicans. There are more Republicans in Kentucky. Yeah. Republicans did in fact take the lead. Yeah. And somebody says
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
people are saying Louisiana. There's more Democrats still. Really?
I wouldn't be
I mean,
surprised.
I'm
I
not
wouldn't
shocked,
either.
but like,
I would have thought it flipped by now. Oh well. Not the important part right now. Fayetteville County is more conservative than Jefferson. Yeah. Jefferson's more
I mean, I
liberal,
think
we
they're-
know that.
I mean, yeah,
No.
Fayette County was. I mean,
Fayette's
Fayette County,
going to-
I think, is more.
I'm telling you, that's
anti-
going to Kraft. That's probably going to Kraft.
Yeah.
Very likely.
Yeah, we
She's probably
still
gonna get a
only
lot out there.
We still only have 2% of the vote in so far, so.
People are saying this is only early vote. Well, can somebody
Well,
get a clear answer?
it-
Can we get a clear answer? Why do we need to know now, oh yes, is this early vote or not? I mean, just tell us beforehand. Clearly, not like, oh yes, we don't know what vote types these are. We just guess. North Carolina has more Democrats than Republicans. Yeah, I knew that. Let's see here. Alabama Democrats about to be disbanded by the DNC. What?
I know what happened there. In Alabama, I think it's the Black Caucus got rid of all of the other minority caucuses, like the disabled, the LGBT, the youth, and they didn't get rid of the Asian and the Hispanic, but they like gutted them so that they are essentially non-existent. So I think it's like just the Black Caucus or
Oh
something
my
like that.
gosh.
And like even like Doug and like Doug Jones was attacking them on Twitter and stuff. It was
Doug Jones, what a loser.
All right, got another rural county.
Yeah, people are saying
But-
this is
Cameron.
only. Okay, sorry. Go on,
Rock
James.
Castle.
So some people are saying I've heard some stuff about the National Democrats going into the Alabama Democrats and like trying to force them to bring back the other minority stuff like the youth, the LGBT, the Asian, and the Hispanic. I think it is.
Let's see here. People are saying that this is early vote.
Yeah, Rock Castle County's in. Cameron's being Kraft by 12.
They're taking over. California has more registered Democrats than Republicans. Wow. You're telling me this for the first time. I mean, it's just like some states, yeah, I know, but it's like some of those southern states, you still don't really know at times.
Did you know that DC has more registered Democrats than Republicans?
Wow. You're telling me this for the first time.
Another rural county in Harlan. Cameron's up 12
Okay.
again.
So the Don't know what to make about the results right now because only 2% of the vote. So
Yeah, very slow walk.
good thing Alabama is going to vote Democrat anytime soon. Well, yeah.
Unless they run like Roy Moore again.
That's what they said before 2017.
Yeah, but that was a unique circumstance. Let's be real here.
Doug Jones will come back and he'll be angry.
Didn't he do worse than Trump in Alabama in
I think
2020?
he might have.
No, I think he did. I think he slightly
I think he did.
overperformed Biden.
Yeah, by like a half vote. Remember when people thought that race was competitive? I remember that like yesterday. Yes, there's a chance Doug Jones holds on, proceeds to lose.
I think it may have been LTE who said that Cory Gardner had a greater chance of losing than Doug Jones, but I may be wrong about that. It may have been some other election YouTuber, but I thought I remembered it being LTE.
Trump lost New York by almost 30.
Whitley
Opinion
County,
lost
another
by-
Cameron County.
More votes coming in? Yep, okay.
Whitley, that's a big lead. 30, what is that, 31?
So, why are they taking their sweet time on this? Famous DC Democrat voter Tucker Carlson. Oh yeah, he was a registered Democrat. DC.
Each vote dump seems to be kind of roughly around the same percentage reporting hole. We got Quarles County and Letcher.
Yep, we saw that.
It seems like it may be early then.
Very early. Very, very early. So yeah, people, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for, like, before we can make so many big discussions like breaking news. We have the results.
Breaking news, we have 3% of the results.
Come on! It's been a half an hour. Chicago counting your votes faster.
3%.
Chicago!
Maybe it's just Mitch McConnell himself counting all the ballots.
Yeah, so true. Because we run between Eastern and Central Time. I know that, but it's like, why?
I actually temporarily forgot about that.
I know it's like there's not many counties that, like,
Yeah,
what's
most of the counties are in the eastern.
yeah, it's
time
like
zone.
all these counties here. If they're in the Eastern Time, why are they not counting? Wait a minute. 3% is 1% more than 2%. Wow, you're telling me this for the first time.
They're going to wait to call it because they're not sure if all of Western Kentucky will heavily break for Kelly Craft.
I mean, if this is early vote though, does that favor Cameron? I would assume so, but
Probably.
Yeah,
I mean, if he's
guess.
getting if he's getting at least a plurality of the rolls plus Jefferson County, I have a hard
look,
time. seeing
after what we saw in Wisconsin last month, where the early votes were actually better for Kelly in some instances than the election day vote voted for Protestants, I'm never looking at that again. That was stupid. You remember Waukesha? He was getting like 60% of the vote in the early vote. Then the election day vote, he got like 55%. It's like
Maybe the early vote effort did work.
it did, but nobody turned out election day. Well, there was actually high turnout, but actually the reverse of what people thought. People thought it was going to be good. Election day turnout meant Kelly was going to do good. It was actually the reverse. But yeah. Kentucky's usually finished first.
Anderson County.
Anderson County? Where is that?
That's east of Louisville. Another big lead for Cameron.
Yeah, still a lot of small dumps. Very small vote dumps, but we're getting there. Oh my gosh. 43% while Kraft's at 12%.
This was a weaker county for Trump in the 2016 primary.
And this is also in fairly close proximity to Lexington, so I'm surprised it's actually going this heavy for Cameron.
And that's actually one of his heaviest counties so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it is. I think
Outside
it
of
is.
Louisville. She's only getting 12%. I'm noticing a trend here. There's a lot of counties where Kraft's only getting 12%.
Yeah, it's the rules. Quarles is taking a lot of votes in those areas.
Oh,
I really
Kraft
hope
is
I'm
now
pronouncing that right.
yeah. And Kraft has dropped below 20% in like the
Oh
overall.
my gosh. Yes!
Oh, yeah, there's Lexington for what?
What?
Look at Fayetteville or Fayette County.
What?
It's for Quarles. What?
Wait, it hasn't
Let's
shown
go.
up.
Kelly
yet.
Craft is third in Fayette
It's
County.
over. If that's the case, it's over.
What?
If DeSantis' endorsement's getting third place, that's going to be so funny.
The Republicans in Kentucky heard the news. They're like, I ain't voting for Kelly Craft.
Quarrel
What?
momentum.
It's Quarles time.
Bro, you gotta be kidding me. You took
I have a hard
third?
time seeing that hold. I really have a hard time seeing that.
If
hold.
that holds, oh my gosh! People are saying Wassman called it. No way. There's no way he called
They
it.
do this every stream. They
I
didn't
know.
Call it. I didn't even have to check. I know he's not gonna call that.
It turns out he did.
Honestly, I would not be that mad if Quarles won this primary.
He's actually
That'd
good.
be funny.
He's actually good on the issues, but I can't like Cameron better.
I know nothing about their policy. I just know that Trump endorsed Cameron like last year.
Oh my god. I cannot get over the fact that this should be one of Kraft's better counties. I think she is from Lexington, right? Is that what you know?
Yeah, I think she is.
Okay, well,
I just looked it up on Wikipedia earlier and it said that. So,
bruh.
I'll check again. Yeah, it's Lexington. Well, she's born in Lexington, apparently.
Yeah, and she lived in Oklahoma till 2020, but that's a whole different.
She went to university in Lexington.
Oh man.
She grew up just outside Glasgow, small town in rural central Kentucky. Wait, is that? No, that guy's not a.
Excuse me. Okay, so we got a super chat, Longhorn Politics for 2. How will the Simps blame Trump for this? I don't know. Basically, everybody liked Cameron. There's really not that many people that don't.
I mean, if Kraft somehow wins the primary, it's a safety race as far as I'm concerned.
No, but
she was very popular.
Harry for 2, I like Quills because Cameron is okay. Not finishing that. Not gonna finish that. Optics, please. So yeah, so far it's not looking too good for Kelly Kraft after getting the DeSantis endorsement.
All right, I looked into Anderson County. This was one of what's his name? Ben Carson's better counties in Kentucky.
What?
He got like nothing statewide, but got like around 2% there. No, he got 0.85s in the state, and Anderson he got around 2%.
Yes.
Oh yeah, and Jeff Young has gone over 200 votes now. He's at 201 votes.
The mules are kicking in.
200 mules.
Let's see, Kraft Odea 2024. Bro, if Kraft ends up with under 20%, that may spook DeSantis off.
Someone's telling me that, according to the Secretary of State, it's all early vote.
If this is only early vote, and we expect, because Trump endorsed Cameron, if the theory holds true, which it may not, shouldn't the rest of the vote be favorable to Trump then, or Cameron?
Probably. From the midterm primaries, we saw generally that election vote was heavily favored for the Trump candidates. I mean, even Herbster started off with a huge deficit.
I will never forget that.
He only lost by 3 in the end.
The one day I decided not to have a stream.
I wish we did that for Nebraska.
Because I was like, okay, there's no way Herbster actually wins or comes close.
I was extremely sleep deprived that day. I was up for over 24 hours. That would have been hilarious if I was on stream for that.
Okay, I'm gonna just look at some results because this is a disaster for DeSantis if this holds. Can you imagine?
If his candidate gets third,
I've gained 20% when she was pulling to like 30% in some polls.
I saw one which hit 35, right?
There are some polls that I believe had her at like 35. Yeah.
She's at she's under 20% now. Quarles equals trust me.
Shelby, this should be a decent county for Kraft, and she has 11%.
John Kinney for 2. Do you think there's a chance DeSantis doesn't run? If there's one thing that would scare him off...
He's running.
Yeah, I know, he's going to run, but if this is a telltale sign of what's about to happen... Your endorsed candidate the day before... Right? The day before, mind you, and she was pulling way higher than Cuellar's was. Suddenly she's below 20 right now? I know it's early, but still. More votes coming. Oh my gosh. Shelby County, I just saw that.
Yeah. Cameron's got a lot there.
Would it be funny if she lost like half her support because DeSantis endorsed her?
That would be funny. Floyd County is like nothing.
I don't get why DeSantis endorsed her. I don't get it.
Oh my God. Who knows? It's just to oppose Trump. I think that was the main reason. It's to oppose Trump on the off chance that she pulls off an upset and he could brag about it.
Let's hear. Yes, Jeff Young's above 2%. We can still win this.
He hasn't even come close in any counties.
And Anderson Bashir only has 90% of the vote.
Only.
Jeff Young is 6% in Taylor County.
Bro, there's guaranteed
80%, 88% Leslie.
You know damn well there's like a precinct in one of these rural counties he won. Let's be real. DeSantis
Yeah.
endorsed.
There's like 2 Democrats in it.
Like some super rural area.
More
Lincoln County, Big Cameron.
Jeez. Is this a
24.
okay? Now she's
Point
above
lead
20% now, but so far it's not looking too good. Not looking too good for Kraft. Let's be real. That DeSantis endorsement of Kraft was a spite Trump. Yeah, but it may backfire. It's not looking good so far. If your candidate takes third, when she was polling second and in some polls first,
I think he just took a gamble. Like if if she had an upset, then he could brag about it and say it was because of him.
yeah, but it's like now it's the argument of if she takes third after every poll had her up second and some polls first, did DeSantis hurt her? I mean,
Oldham, oh my!
what?
Oldham County, Cameron's up 50 against Kraft. This is a more
Okay.
establishment-ish county.
That's a suburb of Louisville, whatever.
And also in the treasurer race, Metcalf is
Yeah.
beating Aleka by a lot.
Yeah, this is brutal for Kraft
Let's see
unless
here.
she just like
Wholesome DG Aftershock for 2. Jeff Youngkin. So true. So true. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good for DeSantis supporters right now.
What if the DeSantis endorsement drove Kraft voters to quarrels?
I'm starting to wonder. I mean, Lexington, that's just bizarre. Unless,
I have a really hard time seeing that hold. We have to see.
I don't know. Then, like, it turns out Quailers takes, like, 50% of the vote. I mean, this isn't like a Herbster situation where most polls had him third. I mean, most polls did. And he took second. And quite frankly, he probably would have won if Trump endorsed him a bit earlier. But either way, it's like he endorsed him right before, the day before. And
He
was
did that in a lot of races.
I know, it's like in every race he's done
We
that,
also-
it's backfired.
We also saw how Trump
Well, he
did a
endorsed
rally
Doug
for and
Mastriano,
endorsed. He did a rally and endorsed Bailey like a few days for the Illinois primary, and he outperformed the polls by like 20%.
Yeah, and he did
With
really
election
good.
days.
He did really good in Chicago of all places. It's
By
like
the way, still looking like he may run against Boss.
I hope he does.
Yeah, he would probably beat him.
Dieters Bros trust the plan. How's Eric Dieters doing? 3.5%. Let's go.
Yeah,
He's doing better
I
than
read
Jeff
Bailey went to like a fundraiser Trump did for Jeff Landry. So
Really?
yeah, I think I
hope
read
he
that
runs.
somewhere.
Bailey
So
was
it
a
looked
good
like he may
candidate.
get him.
Bailey was a good
Oh, yeah, he was
candidate
right.
considering. I think Sullivan would have done better, but you know, hey, just me. He was still considering the fact that he outperformed most Republican candidates.
I love Darren Bailey.
I will never forget that he outperformed Trump by like 6 points when most Republicans underperformed by like 12 in some states. I mean, how is that even
I thought
possible?
I thought the funniest thing he did was the whole Palestine thing. He like spoke at some like pro-Palestine event.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Boyle.
Why
Why is Mike Harmon in third and Boyle? Where's
where?
Mike Harmon and Boyle?
Where's Boyle? That's like somewhere, right?
He
like in
is,
the middle.
Yeah, he's got.
Wait,
He
Floyd
must be
County.
from there. He's got.
Floyd County. Eric Dieters is in third. Let's go. 2 votes.
2 Patriots.
So true. Let's see here. Vivek Ramaswamy for Senate. That may not be a bad idea if LaRose doesn't run.
Someone's talking about VP.
I wouldn't be
DeSantis. Yeah, that's
shocked
not
if-
going to happen.
He's true.
I wouldn't be
himself.
shocked if Vivek is. I wouldn't be
Thank the
shocked if
Lord.
Vivek is hoping
Wow.
for a cabinet position.
He's either going to run for a Senate seat or get a cabinet position. That's what he's banking on. Another vote dump. I don't know where that was from.
A lot of
That
the
was
central
Pulaski County.
counties here
Where?
going. Cameron.
Pulaski County.
Pulaski. There.
It's
Kraft
in like
is getting
south,
third in most of
southern
these
Kentucky.
polls.
I mean,
Yeah.
Harry for $2, voting for Sean Wilson. Who? Who? Who's Sean? What? I don't know. I really don't know who that is. Papa John versus Jeff Young, the meme race. Oh, I wish he would have ran. I wish that Papa John would have ran, but did he almost run? Like he was actually able to actually run.
I think it was. Oh, Kelly Craft is sunk below 19% in the overall vote and is now
gosh,
18.9.
bruh.
Why is she doing so good in Taylor? That's so random. Maybe she'll do better in West Kentucky.
And it's a lot of votes there too.
Yeah, so
Kenton, big county.
So far, I think her only hope, I think, right now is how the western part votes.
18% in for Kenton County. Eric Dieters has 70% of the vote.
Wholesome DJ Aftershock for 2. Loudoun County, another controversy with hitless. Oh, I saw that. Like, the Loudoun County School Board, I think it was a school board, they had hit list of parents, pretty much.
Oh, Franklin County's in. Cameron's narrowly up against Corals.
Yeah, so, is that right, though?
Down.
It was a school board, right? They had, like, hit lists on parents. I could be wrong, but I believe it was a school board in Loudoun. It's like...
Is the DeSantis endorsement actually just a kiss of death?
I don't know.
I'm starting to think he might have caused Laxalt. I think DeSantis might have caused Laxalt if this is what his endorsements do.
It seems like his endorsements are, like, perfect in Florida, but it's like, outside, it just...
Well, it's not really hard to be perfect in Florida with how that state's trending.
Like...
I'm going to predict that the Democrats are going to win in Colorado.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, did any of his endorsements outside of Florida, like, win?
No. They all lost.
Another big vote dump. Yeah, it's...
Campbell, another big Cameron area. Why is Dieters doing good in the Cincinnati burbs?
Makes sense to me.
Where's Eric Dieters from? Is he from that area?
He must be, I'm guessing. He's probably from the Cincy area.
Probably.
Associate School Board. That's just ridiculous. Like, this is why parents in Northern Virginia, they're swinging back Republican. Because what the frickin' school board's doing up there. Keep doing it, and they're going to vote Republican, hopefully.
Oh, we got an exact tie in Montgomery between Cameron and not Kraft, but Corals. Wow, she actually might get
She's doing
third.
terrible. She's doing awful right now.
Yeah, I think the scandals also probably hurt a lot.
Yeah, if you don't know the opioid stuff, that was one of the worst things I ever read. Where she basically lied that she made it sound like her son died of opioids. When it turns out it wasn't even her son, I believe, and the person didn't die. She lied about it. It's freaking ridiculous what these people do.
Someone's saying he's from Independence.
Oh,
Where's that?
Montgomery County tied between Daniel Cameron and Ryan Quarles.
Yeah, we saw that.
All right, someone's saying Dieters from
I just noticed it.
Kenton County.
Kenton. So that's up
That's
there.
where Independence
Yeah.
is. That makes sense.
So he's from the Cincy area. That's what I thought. So he is getting a chunk of the vote, but he is
very interesting primary.
He is almost beating Kraft in both those counties. Has it only 7% still? I think they're waiting for the rest of the state. That's my only explanation. Still, though, I thought it would have counted faster, but it seems like they're starting to pick it up a little bit. It's not a parental rights issue, it's a child safety and saying, yeah, I mean, you can't have a hit list on parents because they disagree with you. That's absurd. Yeah, I do wonder if Kraft does take third and get like less than 18%, and this is what's trending right now. It could change, but how did the state of supporters spin this? How?
Yeah, that's brutal.
You got Daniel Cameron, and none of these guys are some MAGA extremists. None of them are. Cameron's pretty good on the issues, but he's no like Carrie Lake, somebody like that. But it's like, so what are you gonna blame it on? On electability? Really? Your candidate got 19% of the votes so far. Andy Beshear goes full Ralph Northam after Cameron wins the primary. I hope he does.
This is an unmitigated disaster for DeSantis. Like, this past, like, couple months have been horrible for him. All of his endorsements lose.
It's been nothing but downhill since the midterms for DeSantis.
He should have kept his freaking mouth shut. He really should have. He should have said, I am not running. the day after the indictment stuff happened, he should have said, "I am not running 24. I am supporting Trump." That's what he should have done. I mean, that was such an easy layup to get 28 and have a chance at the VP slot still. He still had a shot, mind you. A slim one, but he blew it. And so
Reminder
far,
that Trump is also a massive lead in Kentucky against DeSantis as well.
He was getting like 70% of the vote in the poll. How is that even possible? In any statewide poll. Kelly Craft can still win if only Mike Pence has the courage. Yeah, we need Mike Pence. Oh, Bashir's below 96%. We're making a comeback.
No, he's at exactly 96%.
He got too full of himself. Yeah, his advisor is freaking
Now he's
idiots.
vulnerable. Yeah, what even, like, do his advisors really think they can win?
Yes, they seriously think, oh, these indictments will hurt Trump, and we have some mystical data.
That's one of the worst parts and most disgusting parts of the DeSantis campaigns. They're basically hoping that
he gets indicted.
the indictment's hurt him.
And
Did you guys, on a different topic,
Nasty.
did you guys hear about the Philip Peterson pedophile scandal that's been going around?
Okay, we're not going to get into that. I mean,
How he's like texting underage girls and like,
and now he's
I'm not going to get into
Oh,
it.
Robertson,
isn't
mostly, if not all in, it's for quarrels.
isn't he from, isn't he the head of like the Arizona like Young Republicans now? Or something crazy
I
like
think
that?
so. I think he's somewhere high up.
We have
I'm
a
just
county that
thinking
seems
like
to be all
election
into
Twitter is
quarrels.
full of pedophiles.
Yeah,
I really
it's-
wonder how well that translates to the actual government.
Anyways, we're not gonna get into that topic. Don't Epstein me. Anyways, Robertson. Yeah, Kraft's only at 12. I'm noticing a trend. 12%. Did a candidate run for president only make themselves known for the future? Ramaswamy, I think, is doing that, but DeSantis, he was already well known. And he had the nomination 28. He had it in the bag. And if
Not anymore.
yeah. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
now I feel like the 28 nominations an open race because
I
I don't.
think-
I mean, it looks,
Oh,
I'm hoping Zelda runs. I'm
again,
really
actually
hoping on
good
it.
candidate now instead of DeSantis.
I'm hoping
Very
Zelda.
happy with that.
I hope,
I'd be fine with Zeldin.
you know me, I'm a Zelda enjoyer on this channel.
I'd rather keep Zeldin in New York politics, but I wouldn't mind voting for him.
He's not focusing on. He's focusing more on federal stuff now. He's not just doing New York now, which is a good thing. He's the only one with a brain at the RNC right now,
That's true.
which is sad that they had to bring the guy in like that. But
All right, in about 10, 11 minutes, West Kentucky's closing, Florida's closing, which is Jacksonville, and
that's gonna be
PA is
interesting.
closing.
What? Yeah, didn't Trump endorse DeSantis endorse the Republican? I'm pretty sure DeSantis endorsed the Republican in that race.
I don't know, but if Jacksonville flips Democrat for the first time in like decades under DeSantis, that'll be a really bad look. You know, you want to talk about not wanting to be a party of losers anymore.
Let me be clear. I want the Republican to win that race. I'm not being like, oh, I hope it does. I hope he loses.
Oh, obviously, I want the Republican to win. I'm just saying it'll be a really bad look for DeSantis if it flips blue.
Zeldin is doing a good job building a coalition to make New York more competitive in the future, yeah. But he's also doing a little bit of other states, but he's focusing mostly on New York because it is a good starting place. It is a very diverse state politically. And there are a lot of voters that you just talk to them. Just talk to them and they will vote for you. He proved it. Another vote dump. Where are we looking at? Mercer County. Another 12%. Look at this.
Oh my.
12%. 12%. 16, 12, 11, 11. That's not really good. You cannot keep getting just 12% across the board. Jacksonville's the largest city with a GOP mayor. No, Miami. Miami is Republican.
Stone's asking about Duval. Both Trump and DeSantis. Trump lost it in his second election. He won it the first time. DeSantis won it the second time.
Let's see. Fort Worth has a GOP mayor, yeah, but Miami's the biggest. Miami has a GOP mayor. It doesn't.
yeah, Francis Suarez.
Yeah.
Isn't he running for president now?
I don't know what he's doing. Like, sometimes he has good optics, but he sucks as a mayor. That's the thing that hurts my brain. He says good stuff, but then he just sucks as everything else.
We're talking about DeSantis still, right?
No, the mayor
No,
of Miami.
Francis Flores.
Oh, that does sound like DeSantis though.
Um,
He does a lot of good stuff, but then acts really bad.
West Virginia, West Kentucky, all going to be for Jeb. So true. It's the same color as Jeb. There's a trend here. Jacksonville is 900,000. Miami is 400,000. Really? I thought Miami's bigger.
The Miami Metro
Oh yeah,
is
okay.
bigger, but the individual city of
Okay.
Miami is
Okay,
smaller
yeah,
than
yeah,
Jacksonville.
yeah. I could have sworn it was the other way, but whatever.
Yeah,
I'll be back in, like,
Jacksonville's
15
the
minutes.
biggest city just by itself.
Yeah, so yeah, okay. When you include the city itself, yeah. So Jacksonville's the largest. I forgot about that. That's my mistake. My bad. Don't sue me. Lexington flipped. Oh my god.
Still, come on, New York Times. This update for me. Did it flip to Cameron? I
Yes.
assume it did.
Kelly
Yeah.
Craft
Right.
is only at 16%. Oh my gosh.
Why is New York Times taking a while for me?
I don't know. Kirsten Sinema for president. Oh gosh, no. Absolutely not.
I'll just reload it. Yep, there we go.
Wait,
Yeah, so far it's not Kraft. Are you sure this was a good idea? How much she spent like $10 million against Cameron.
Casey County, 71% in. Cameron has 50% of the vote. Kraft's down at 50. She may actually get third. Unless she somehow like does good with election days magically.
she gets like dictator margins in
Brutal.
the western half of the state.
Yeah, I think she is from there, partially at least.
Yes, this is just perfect. If she loses both Louisville and Lexington, Louisville, whatever, sue me. But if she loses both of them, and she's not doing good in the rural parts, is she just gonna hope for the best case scenario in the rest of the state?
Brutal.
Bob DeVore is in third in Spencer County.
On Decision Desk, Kraft's under 17%. Is she really? Oh my gosh. She is.
Yeah, he is.
I mean,
She's
this
at
can magically
17%.
change, but I do remember saying right before this, I didn't think this was going to be that close of an election.
I didn't think either, but I thought Kraft was going to take second easily.
Like, I remember seeing a good amount of people thinking it's going to be very close when there really wasn't much reason to believe it.
I thought Cameron was going to win by like 10 points. That was my honest opinion. I didn't make a prediction for this because
Yeah, I didn't either.
primary elections are just a shit show at this point. Remember McCormick and Oz? Remember that
Hey.
situation?
Well, I had like Oz plus 1 too, so I'll take
Yeah,
it.
but nobody thought McCormick would do that good.
In hindsight, we could have seen it coming.
To be fair, I did predict that McCormick was going to do better than expected, but not.
Yeah,
that
you
good.
did a really good job on that part.
Outside
Most
of
people
that,
didn't predict that happening.
we don't look at the rest
Now
of
are
the
you-
primaries.
Now are you
Anyways,
ready for the McCormick v. Mastriano primary?
Oh yes,
I don't care because I want
Mega Mastriano.
Here's my thing. If McCormick wins, you know McConnell's going to spend $500 million on that race. If Mastriano wins, he will not spend a dime there. So you may have to go with Mastriano just so McConnell doesn't screw us over.
Yeah, actually make it Mastriano just so he actually puts money in more flippable race.
Yeah, isn't that freaking sad? Did he
I
have to
guess
say
I'll
that?
fund Arizona this time.
No, he won't.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
not.
because it'll probably be Carrie Lake, right?
Probably.
I've heard like she's gonna run for Senate.
It'll
so.
probably be Lake.
Please, no. No.
She
Maybe
was
he'll throw
meeting-
money in
she was
Nevada
meeting-
this time.
Carrie Lake was meeting with Steve Daines, so
Oh, jeez, please go with Masters. Or anybody. Please.
I think
I mean, I
Masters
think it's
still has
I
a
think it's gonna be
political
Lake.
Let's hear Mastriano's. I don't care. I don't want McCormick winning so he gets $500 million to lose the case by 15.
I think Blake Masters should aim for the House at some point in the future, whenever
I think you may.
an opportunity arises. Maybe like Gosar if he retires. That district.
Woodford, that's right next to Lexington. Another disaster. And it looks like that
Nicholas is on for Quarles.
Franklin County, that is Lexington. That's Frankfurt. And Kelly Craft at 14%. Oh my god.
Just brutal.
Jeez.
Crap. Good job, DeSantis.
Standing ovation, everybody. This
Net
is
percentage.
It would be really funny if a good chunk of the electorate chose to vote for Quarles instead because DeSantis endorsed Kraft.
another vote
Yeah.
dump. Okay, Hardin County. Holy smokes. Again, you notice a trend here? Her best counties are like 2% in.
Yeah.
Okay, except Taylor. That's like her only good county.
Yeah, I think also the rest of the polls are going to close in 3 minutes, so hopefully we get some numbers soon from there.
It looks like the
It
closer
also
we
will
get,
be
there should be a vote dump.
that'll
Yeah.
also be Philadelphia mayor and the
Um,
Pennsylvania Supreme Court
that's
primary.
later. That's later. That's an hour later.
Oh, it is. Oh, is that
Jacksonville's what's
is
up.
that not at 7?
It's at 8. Jacksonville
it's at 8.
is up next.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
political guy for 10. Kraft gets behind Stapleton.
All right, Hardin
So true.
County. Cameron has 65% of the vote here. I believe he went to college here.
Jeez. Kraft is still losing. Where are these magical votes going to come from Kraft? It has to come
Oh,
from
someone
the
was
Western part.
asking.
I think
Someone
she
was
made
asking if DeSantis did actually endorse Kraft,
Yes!
and yeah, DeSantis did endorse Kraft.
I think she maybe do a bit better in like some of Western Kentucky because she's from there as well.
Yes, people remember. People were saying that DeSantis that was fake. Remember that? People were claiming that endorsement was fake because they knew that's a bad sign that he's endorsing Kraft of all people, and they didn't want to believe it. Well,
This town, yep.
not looking too good.
Yeah, so Cameron was raised in Elizabethtown. This is where Hardin's in.
Yeah,
He's
so that's
doing really well
Elizabethtown.
here.
So it's right outside of Louisville.
Yeah, I think I was a bit wrong in Kraft's connections to Lexington.
Okay, well, either way, she's losing all three of the population centers by like 30 points each. So, and she's not doing that good in the rules. Like, there's 1 or 2 rural counties she's doing good in. The rest, she's just
Yeah, she was born in Lexington. She went to college there, but she mainly lived in Glasgow, which is somewhere in more central western part of the state.
Very
Just to
interesting
get all that
results.
straight.
Let's see. Robertson County. People are saying, look at Robertson County. Where is that at? Robertson County.
I think that's like
Jeff Young's at
is that
18%. Jeff Young's at 18% of Robertson. 29
Where is
votes. It's
oh,
like
that's a moment.
that's north. It's south of the Cincy area. Is that his district? I wonder.
I think
No,
it's
that was
close
not,
to it.
and that was not where we ran. That's not in the
Okay,
district.
I
that he
thought
ran
for
in.
a second, but man, these results.
How did he? I'm surprised he even like managed to win the primary
Appreciate that someone's
in 2022.
Jeff is closing the gap. So true. He's at 3%.
All right, that county.
So far, it is looking pretty good for Cameron. I really don't see how these results change much. They could. They absolutely could. It is very early, but
Yeah, it could magically turn around, but
Okay.
I'm not seeing it.
breaking news: polls have just closed in the rest of Kentucky and in Jacksonville. So we should get some.
And PA, I believe.
No, we got an hour away.
Oh, all right. Another hour for Pennsylvania,
Woo!
and then they will wait another hour for them to actually count.
Look, I'm not saying Trump has issues, but DeSantis is just blowing it. You could say that's both are true. Trump makes says some dumb stuff he probably shouldn't, but he's objectively better than DeSantis right now.
Trump is running an excellent campaign.
Well,
right
I have
now.
I have some problems here and there, but that's nothing major. And they just called for Andy Bashir. No.
It's actually over.
It took them so long to actually call it for him.
All right, so now Daniel Cameron, we're gonna see the rest of the state, and if Kraft doesn't turn around right now, it's over.
Props to Quarles, by the way.
How did he remember? Every poll had him like 15% at most, and so far he's in second.
Maybe it's just a lot of the people who were going to vote for Kraft switched to Quarles after DeSantis.
I hope
endorsed
that's
her.
if that's the case, I hope it happens because Kelly Kraft just sucks. Let's be real here. It's not because of DeSantis himself. It just Kraft is awful. But maybe it pushes DeSantis to realize this isn't going to end well.
He's going to run, and it's going to be beautiful.
I don't think so. It's going to be stupid, but
I'm so excited
just-
to vote for Trump against DeSantis in the primary. I've been
I just
waiting.
I wanna see the debate because it's gonna be really funny.
There's not going to be a debate. Well, there probably won't be.
Oh, there
Let's see
needs
here.
to be a debate because it would be
Okay.
really funny.
So yeah, they're saying that they're not allowed to call because so they have
Yeah, they have to wait for West
yeah.
Kentucky.
It's like Florida. They can't call Florida because well, half the panhandle.
Hmm.
I agree. Yeah, that's a good thing. DeSantis won't run. He's running. I just hope something will last second changes his mind, but it doesn't look like anything will.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, it sounds like his advisors are just constantly telling him like you're gonna win. So
Yeah, the magical data that nobody's ever seen. It has you up by a lot. So yeah, we are an hour away from Pennsylvania, which, oh gosh, we gotta deal with this again. The Mastriano candidate versus the Republican.
Which one is the Mastriano candidate? I
I
forget.
think it's
I don't think I knew it at
McCall.
all.
I think it's that.
Let's go, McCall!
I don't know for sure, but
McCall winning will make more people angry, which is what I need.
hoping DeSantis takes as a message that no one in the Republican wants a party. No, there's some people that do, and some have some valid reasons, but he's blowing it. And we have a big vote dump somewhere. Where was that? Where in the world was that vote dump? Who knows?
It's
Just-
either Harlan or Letcher. Cameron flipped it.
Just take a guess. Probably true. Owensboro and Bowling Green are what determines if they call it or not. Yeah, that's true. Bowling Green's in the southern part? It's over here, I think. I don't know Kentucky geography the most.
yeah, the Carluccio is supported by the Republican Party, so I assume McCullough is supported by Mastriano.
That's gonna be a mess. Is he gonna do good or is she gonna do better in the central part of the state where Mastriano's from? If she gets like 80% of the vote in that region, like Mastriano did, I would laugh.
Yeah.
I think we need to support the Green Party split left votes. Well, they tried, but
Someone's saying they want DeSantis because he's better at vetting cabinet. Have you not seen DeSantis's
advisors,
hiring picks? His hiring picks are abysmal.
like Trump has some bad hires, but boy, DeSantis has bad ones too.
And Trump's probably going to have much better hires than he did in his first term anyways.
I don't think it's gonna be like great, but I think it should be better because you can't get any worse than that. Let's be real. Oh, there's a Young County. There's a Jeff Young County.
Wait a second. Let's go!
Yes.
Going to get the rules.
Yes. There's a chance. What?
He's actually doing pretty good in the rules. This is funny.
Yes. There's
Okay,
no-
I'm screenshotting
Yeah,
this county
screenshot, not
before
county.
before it goes away.
You know this is somebody in New York Times was like, yeah, just put it in, totally real, don't gotta test it.
Right.
Oh, it's beautiful.
They definitely had to like double check that at least once.
They're like 3 times were like, how is Pepe Martin over Andy Bashir? How is Jeff Young in first? Let's go screenshot. Oh my!
Here, I'll send the screenshot.
The gap is closing. Yeah, Bashir's only at 95%. He was at 96 earlier, so. I hope RFK wins the Democrat primary. He's decent. Yeah, but he won't.
I hope he doesn't, because he's going to beat Trump if he does.
That is true.
I want to go against Biden because Biden's an exceptionally weak candidate now.
I cannot believe. I hope this is just not a glitch and Jeff Young actually wins Knott County.
He needs to win a county.
Oh my! He's
It's only
already,
1%, unfortunately.
that means he won a precinct for sure. That 100%
Oh, yeah.
means he won a precinct.
All right, Montgomery in. Small vote dump.
Nothing from Jacksonville yet. Kind of surprised.
Yeah, I should probably be watching Jacksonville.
RFK might win New Hampshire and Iowa because of the DNC rules, but that's it. No. Oh, it will be closer, but I don't think so. Oh, big vote dump somewhere. Where was that? Where was that? Anybody know?
I have no idea.
I think I just saw Montgomery come in.
Rockcastle? That's
I'm trying to find the
95% in.
results for Jacksonville.
People are saying check Jefferson. Oh, another big vote
Results.
dump. Jeez, I think it's Jefferson.
Oh yeah,
Holy
Jefferson's at 19.
smokes.
Cameron's at 60. Yeah, this is
It's over.
wow.
I think it's over now. But
I think the undecideds in the Emerson poll might have just broke for Cameron.
Franklin, people. Yeah, so I do think Kennedy could do very well in South Carolina. No, nope, no way. He's not. He's gonna get crushed in South Carolina. Yeah, so everybody's saying Louisville. Yeah, that's true. It is Louisville. That's how is Kraft doing this bad? How?
She'll probably win her home county, which is
She like
which one
there's
is it? Barron.
the
There's like no one there.
the only county she's doing good in are some rural areas. That's it. There's a couple rural counties here and there.
I think she'll get that area. That
Another
she's in.
vote dump, and I believe that was don't know. It's hard to tell. This is what I wish New York Times had. There's like an indication of like where the vote dumps came from. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Yeah,
Like
they also need
indicator.
to bring back decimals.
I agree. Look,
New York
Alright,
Times
welcome
doesn't have
back. What did I
Jacksonville,
miss?
does it?
so it's not looking too good for Kelly Kraft. It's getting worse somehow.
Does the New York Times have Jacksonville? Do I have to watch Decision Desk?
You gotta
for
use
that?
Decision Desk.
No, I'm using First Coast News.
I'm just using Decision Desk. This is a good day for us. Yeah, everybody with a brain knows that Kelly Kraft sucks.
All right, what? The third of those
You were
three
saying
big
Fayette.
northern counties, which are part of the Cincinnati
Fayette.
Metro.
Oh my gosh. Fayette's 75% in. Cameron's at 42. Quayler's is at 32. It held.
Yeah, you got the Cincinnati counties. One of them is Boone County, 82%. Cameron's 48%,
Oh my
winning by 31 against Kraft.
Eric Dieters, is it Dieters or Detters?
I think
And
Um,
Dieters has
It's at
3
18%.
in Kenton. That's third in Kenton and Campwell. He's second in Boone.
oh, it's beautiful.
Very, very interesting primary. This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, this is actually entertaining.
Oh, Jeff Young is leading a county.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not going to hold, but it's still really
It's probably
fun.
not gonna hold.
The first good election day for Republicans in like 2 years, depending how Jacksonville goes. I think Pennsylvania also. I want to see how turnout looks there.
I have very bad feelings for the generals of these races, but we'll see.
Turnout seems good for Republicans so far. And it's not
I'm never.
election day.
And after the midterms,
know,
I've never trusted
I know,
primary
I
turnout
know,
to
I
mean
know.
anything.
People are saying check. Jacksonville. Republicans at 43%.
Love that.
And there's 123,000 votes.
How many votes are they gonna have?
Hold up. That better be an error. Because if that's a
Seems
case,
weird.
yeah, that has to be an error. There's no way.
And she could end up going. Dem could win that by a pretty big margin.
Dems won the early vote by like 5. Well, this is fifth. This is what 13. Democrat or Republicans are not winning that House seat in Pennsylvania. I know, but still, it'll be funny.
Which house seat?
Or wait, what are you talking about? There's a special election, I guess, tonight.
Oh yeah, there's a couple. I'm not sure if either are actually competitive.
Who knows? Knowing Pennsylvania, it is.
I was in. Yeah, that's very good for the Democrat in
Let's see here.
Jacksonville. if that's
People are
real.
saying that early tend to be Democrat. Well, I don't know if that's like, is that all the votes or is that just early? It doesn't say, but I think it is just early, and it may be just be a glitch. So I'm not gonna say anything about it. Not gonna say anything.
This is a Biden +5 city.
Yeah, and if he wins it, if this clown wins it by 13, DeSantis isn't that eluctable yet. I just
He's
want to see the
not.
results. I'm just waiting and see. Decision Desk called it, did they? No, they didn't. I'm watching Decision Desk right here. They didn't call it for Cameron. So yeah, hopefully.
I know this may not mean much to you, but Barris did just call it for Cameron.
Yeah, it's over. I'm starting to seriously think it. So yeah, Decision Desk called. No, they didn't. They didn't call it yet. Oh, they did. Decision Desk called it.
Hey.
With
Yeah, they called
29% in. Oh.
Yep, Cameron's won. decision that's very rarely gets wrong calls.
Yeah. Well, they're usually the fastest. Yeah, it's over. It's Jover.
And all right, time to see who gets second.
Oh my gosh.
Quarles is gonna get second. He might get second.
I just want to see like Kelly Craft get like no votes. It would be really funny.
Oh no, and the Jacksonville may flip Democrat under Governor DeSantis.
Yeah.
This might be an abysmal night for DeSantis. Oh
Yeah,
no.
so I'm waiting to see on Jacksonville. That may be well, I'll check. I could check the Florida actually has a good election website. Election results. Florida election results. And
Yeah, how'd that money go for you, Kraft? Oh, New York Times just called it for Cameron.
yeah, so we're still a little whiles away. So again, people, we still got another election. We got Jacksonville. We do got Pennsylvania. There are a couple elections coming up, so stay tuned. Don't leave. Don't leave just yet. We still got some election results incoming.
Jacksonville was Biden plus 5.2. So
Jacksonville mayor election results. Because I'm just checking. I gotta wait and see on that. Okay, people are saying that is all early votes so far.
DeSantis' path should be Arizona. I don't think he could win Arizona just due to his Social Security stance.
Me for $2. What a great name. This is the worst night for DeSantis. Yeah, this is just abysmal so far.
Yeah, Kelly Craft is back down into the 17s.
Oh my gosh. I mean, where she could get the... I mean, is Kelly Craft seriously going to take third?
She may.
Again, I'm hoping Republicans win Jacksonville, but if they lose it, that's not good. I mean, Trump was not involved at all in this race. The Republican was outspending the Democrat by like 5-1 or something crazy like that. And the only major endorsement was DeSantis, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because somebody fact check me on that.
Or so I'm trying to see the endorsements. Or...
More vote dumps. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like DeSantis did endorse Davis. Trump stayed out.
Yeah.
Oh no, Trump's
So,
endorsement or
the
DeSantis' endorsement is actually the kiss of death, isn't it?
Yeah, because wait a minute.
Wow.
Wait a minute here. DeSantis endorsed a lot of candidates that Trump endorsed at once, right? Like Laxalt, and they underperformed a little bit. We're not seeing Trump's endorsement in Jacksonville. Was it actually DeSantis?
Well, I mean, there are a few other people who endorse Daniel Davis, John Rutherford, the representative.
I'm just saying like Trump, but people are going to talk about the Trump DeSantis stuff. Trump's not involved in this, so they can't blame him.
Yeah,
for it.
It's just
the only major politicians. The only major ones that have endorsed are John Rutherford, Rick Scott, and Ron DeSantis for Daniel Davis.
From what I heard in Jacksonville, that race was within a couple hundred votes. Yeah, but we're not getting anything so far, and they're not being clear. We're not getting clear if these are just early votes. But some people are saying it is.
Okay, Pendleton is mostly all in. It's over 95%, and Kraft doesn't even have third in that county.
Oh my gosh.
It's Cameron, then Quarles, and Teeters. Or Deaders, Teeters, I don't know.
Are we seriously seeing Kraft getting third at... Oh my gosh. Just checked results. People saying, look at Jacksonville. Nothing changed.
Oh, our first West Kentucky county, and it's Cameron. Quarles is not doing as good there, though, as he is in the
That's going to do better for Kraft, then. That's part of saying she's going to do better.
Yeah.
If that's the assumption.
She's probably going to do better in the Western rules than the Eastern rules. So she may overtake Quarles by the end of the day.
The Simps are literally saying this is a Biden victory. What?
What?
Biden
this isn't a mitigated disaster for DeSantis. There's no way to rationalize it. If his candidate gets third, there's like no hope for him.
And
his candidate gets third, and in the Jacksonville may flip.
If Jacksonville flips, it's over.
Yeah,
it's over. Republicans don't have 52 Senate seats in 2024 is objective failure. Yeah. We should get 53 if we're being real, but we're gonna get probably like 51. Dieters over Cameron over Kraft over Quailers. No, Kraft is the worst.
Yeah, right now I'd say we probably get.
I do think we get the majority in 24, but it should be much bigger than it is.
Probably around 54 right now. I'm decently confident in Nevada and Arizona. Other states, it depends on how things go there. Oh wait, no, around 55. I forgot to make Texas red.
People are saying decision test results were a typo.
All right, so
Okay, I had to say.
you know nothing.
So I hope that
Yeah,
Republicans
so-
win this. I'm not saying I want this because DeSantis, but I'm just saying, like, if this flips and Trump had no involvement in it.
All right, yeah, I'd say it's around 54 Senate seats for ours as of now. Could be more, could be less.
Not good so far, though. It doesn't matter. It's not looking good whatsoever for DeSantis. If Tiffany is a nominee, Wisconsin over Nevada, Tiffany's a good candidate, but I think Nevada is easier to win. Well, yeah. I hate to say it, but it's just...
I think past the three obvious states, it's going to be Nevada and then Arizona that are more flippable.
Wisconsin, it could be if Trump wins by, like, 1.5 points.
I'm much more hopeful. I'm much more hopeful in the Michigan Senate race than most people are.
No. The Michigan GOP sucks.
Yeah, but you have to remember we were very close in the last Senate race against Peters, who won by a massive margin, because that was with Trump on the ballot. Michigan is completely different with Trump on the ballot.
I think the
Same with
states we have
PA
the
and
best chance
Wisconsin.
at flipping are Wisconsin and Pennsylvania.
No!
After that,
Hell
what I-
no!
Wait, what?
Not
with
Pennsylvania.
Trump at least.
Before
Yeah,
Nevada and
Pennsylvania.
Arizona?
Yes, before Arizona.
Yeah, no.
That's what I
Arizona
think.
is easily more flippable than those three Rust Belt states in the
Bruh.
Senate.
No.
I'm going off of voter registration.
I'm
I just
saying
see
Voter
good trends out of
registration doesn't
Pennsylvania.
really mean that much.
Look,
It's not looking good out of Arizona. It's entirely independents.
We were losing voter registration like Iowa in 2020. I don't
And
want to
there are
hear
reasons
it.
for that.
DeSantis is more likely to win than Trump in Nevada. That one I disagree with.
No, that's not true at
I
all.
think Trump does better in Nevada by a couple
I mean, we
points.
literally just saw the one DeSantis and candidate in Nevada lose in the midterms, while Trump's guy in Lombardo won. So
I think Trump does better virtually in every single state except
He
for
does better in
Florida
most places.
and maybe a couple southern states.
yeah,
Casey will have to die or be proven a pedo before he loses. Yeah, he's not losing.
Casey's a little overrated.
Well, no, his freaking
I think
last
it's
name. His last name saves him.
I just want to say his margin in 2018 was inflated by horrible Republican turnout.
That's an understatement.
So I think it's going to be way closer than most people think.
If Jackson-
Maybe not necessarily gonna flip it, but
Let's see here. If Jacksonville goes red, you will see a shift in cities you'll never see. Jacksonville's
that's just Jacksonville.
Jacksonville's a Republican city compared to other cities. Okay, stop the spam. Stop it. Okay. I don't see us getting Pennsylvania most likely because Bob Casey's still popular. Yeah, he's grifting off his father's name, who was actually a conservative Democrat.
Yeah, Nevada's the first state to flip
Okay.
past the first three.
Ohio County. Oh my gosh. Of course, there's a county named Ohio. Alan
100%.
Keck is in third.
Elliott's all in. Cameron is 39. Dieter's 26. Quarles is 15. So again, Kraft isn't even top three in Elliott.
Yeah, you see this here? Ohio County. Of course it's related to Ohio. Why can't we have normal things when it's something named Ohio? But Cameron's at 57, Kraft's at 17, Keck's at 9. Keck. Who's Keck?
DeSantis isn't really performing better in Georgia and Arizona. Not with those Social Security stances.
I don't think that's going to change much in Georgia.
The reason people think DeSantis would do better in those states is must Sun Belt, which Georgia's not Florida, Arizona's not Florida, and two, those states have trended blue not because of Trump, but for changing demographics.
Swag like Ohio. So true. So true.
Reminder that Trump outperformed McSally.
Riley
In
Moore.
both of McSally's elections.
Riley Moore for 5. Imagine if Hawaii, California, Oregon, Washington, the Northeast flips Republican. Ain't happening. Ain't
Yeah,
happening.
Trump outperformed McSally twice. He outperformed Loeffler. He outperformed Purdue, at least compared to the second round.
Oh yeah, we forgot about we got a couple other Kentucky elections. So Secretary of State Michael Adams won. We do have a close agriculture commissioner race between Sheldon Heath and the other ones. I don't think there's any more. Davis will need 59% of the remaining votes, election day votes, to win Jacksonville. Can he do it? If it's election day votes,
How much of the election day vote?
59%.
That's very doable.
Yeah, it's not that difficult.
Wait, do we have actual results out of Jacksonville?
So,
then,
yeah,
or
there
is this
wasn't-
decision desk being weird?
It was they originally had it by Deegan, who's a Democrat, by 13. It's only Deegan up by 7.
Okay.
Connecticut's been turning red and might flip in 24. No, that ain't happening. James can attest to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't even think Connecticut's trending red at all. I mean, it's pretty stagnant. It's gonna stay blue forever. Like, you would have to run like Nikki Haley to flip back some of those like Fairfield County suburbs like Darien.
Even then, she may be too conservative for them.
Well, they just don't like they're all they're like they're fiscal, they're like all they care about is like lower taxes, but they hate the meat tweets.
Bruh.
So they want like George Bush back,
That's kind of cringe, not gonna lie.
Ready to start hearing Donna Deegan for governor
You
soon?
know who else wants Bush back?
Nobody.
The guy that endorsed Kelly Craft.
New York City is Orthodox Jews that can help Republicans. Yeah, but like Zeldin did really good with them. He did really good, but
Yeah.
he still New York still has a ways to go.
Okay, decision just finalized. Precincts reporting 62% in for Jacksonville.
So,
yeah,
yeah,
this is flippable.
That's gonna be really close if it's only election day votes. If it isn't just election day votes, he's screwed. But you would agree
Yeah, I
that.
see someone.
Oh, go on.
No, I was gonna say I see someone asking who
Oh.
should be Cameron's lieutenant governor.
Ooh. Who knows?
All right, so let's talk about independents in Georgia, Nevada, Arizona.
I-
Independents aren't the only vote. What matters more is making the Republican electorate higher.
I agree
That's
to
what
a
matters
lesser extent. Here's what I will say. Trump would do worse with independents, but he would get a larger share of Republicans to turn out.
Well, it's not even
just
it's not even a
saying.
certain he'd do worse with independents. I'm pretty sure he's polling better in a lot of these
I-
polls with indies. Indies aren't just like rich suburban wine moms,
I'm
like what
just saying
people seem
that-
to think.
I know, but I think DeSantis would do a little bit better with independents, but Trump he would turn out more Republicans. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Depends
didn't
on the kind
Republicans
of
do better
independent.
than with
Well,
indies.
yeah,
What,
it depends. Like
in the midterms?
the Wisconsin,
Did not turn out.
the Wisconsin independent's not your traditional independent from Georgia. It's a more rural working class independent. That's why Trump did better there than other states.
Turnout is just much more important than indies. You can't get crushed with indies, but Trump's not getting crushed with indies like people are making it out to be.
If DeSantis on the ballot, you will see him do better in Chester, Montgomery, and Bucks, while when Trump's on the ballot, you'll see him do better in Beaver, Westmoreland, and Erie. I agree.
I think there's different coalitions of independents. Some maybe 5-10% are like the Romney Biden independents. Others are the Obama Trump ones. There's different coalitions.
That's why Trump probably does better with indies than DeSantis, because most indies, especially compared to that other group, are Obama Trump voters. A lot of them
Yeah.
are Republicans
Yeah,
now, so DeSantis may do better with indies now, but that's because those indies became Trump.
Yeah, it just depends.
Or
Like on the
Republicans
state.
because of Trump.
It depends on the state. Like, yeah, Connecticut, the independents are going to be more upper middle class Bush types. But in a state like Wisconsin, it's going to be a rural working class dude.
I'm
That's
going to say this now, DeSantis would have no shot Wisconsin in general.
I would say.
Yeah, he would lose it. He would lose it by 5 points, probably, maybe more.
I would not go that
It's
far.
likely D. I definitely would. I mean, these guys just will not turn out for anyone that's not Trump.
Non-Orthodox Jews will never vote Republican. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like Orthodox Jewish voters are the only ones that we can win over. Republicans will improve in rural areas in Philadelphia, while Democrats will do better in Harrisburg suburbs, and the Philly burbs. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, at least right now. Okay, more votes came in from... Okay, this is going to be down the wire in Jacksonville. He's only down by 5 now. So he's picking it up a little bit.
That's 62% now.
It's easily winnable for him. It's not like, oh, there's no chance. He can win it.
Yeah, DeSantis has no chance in PA. Very true.
I disagree.
Yeah, he doesn't. He would never win that state.
He would
know
not
me,
get the turnout.
I disagree with that, but
They voted for Fetterman because Trump wasn't on the ticket. They're not voting for DeSantis.
they only love Trump and Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. That is kind of true, though. I will admit that's... Well, if you have a last name Walker, you may do pretty good, but... Most independents or Democrats who voted for Bush. Well, again, it depends
That's
on the
not
state.
true.
It depends on what state. It just, yeah. And
Yeah.
It's, for example, like 2020, Trump did, like, he lost independents nationally by 17, but you notice, he only did, like, a point worse nationally. It's just because a lot of independents, they became self-identified Republicans. Under
I think the
Trump.
electorates from 2012 to 2020 became something like, what, from D plus 12 to, like, R plus 1,
Yeah.
something like that. That's
A lot-
much more important than doing a bit better than it is.
There aren't enough votes for Davis, only 10,000 votes or so. Deegan flips Jacksonville. Is it over? Wow.
It's only 62%.
Donna needs 109,000 crack or 50%. She's 100% winning.
Who's saying this?
It is someone named Andrew Yang, but...
What?
Okay, we got a couple super chats. Wholesome DJ Aftershock for
No.
2. We need Persian Jews in Beverly Hills plus Great Neck, New York. Dustin Connor for 5. Of old close ones, I feel more confident about Georgia flipping back and doing a Kemp and getting the Georgia GOP doing early voting. Keep a red post 24. I actually agree. I think we're in a good... Considering the fact we're actually in a halfway decent spot in Georgia. Considering.
Oh, yeah, someone just messaged me on Twitter saying we need a Trump Jeff Young 2024.
So true.
He's the ideal running mate. He'll win the crucial tanky vote.
Who we hoping win this primary? Daniel Cameron. He's already won. And it's
Yeah,
getting
he already won.
It's getting worse for Kelly Craft. She may not crack 17%.
It'd be funny if she somehow drops below 15.
Come on, I wish she would take 4th. That would be funny.
Get like Dieter over her.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
Old New Year 2020 for 5. Finally finished my 2024 county map. Anywhere I could post it for y'all. You got a Twitter. Post it there. I'll go look at it. Michigan GOP is one of the worst local Republican parties. That's an understatement. I mean, they got like $100 in donations last quarter. It's like, you gotta be kidding me right now. That's what some county GOPs get a month. It's like, you only got that a statewide party? What are you doing?
Wait, which statewide party?
Michigan. They only raised $100.
Oh yeah,
last
Michigan. They
quarter.
had like
I mean, how is that even
Michigan was-
possible?
Michigan is like so over for Republicans.
How many people live in Michigan? How many people live in Michigan? Can somebody look it up?
It's a lot.
A lot.
Just look it up.
Our disinterestedness just called it for Deegan.
They
Yeah,
did?
that's a dem flip for Jacksonville.
That's wow.
10 million people live in Michigan.
So you're telling me in Michigan?
That's an awful night for
Fair
DeSantis.
back.
You're telling me in Michigan there's 10 million people, and you can only get $100 from them when it's a 50-50 state.
Yeah, with the 90% reporting. Yeah, that's well, Jacksonville flip blue
Yeah.
under the
By
DeSantis governorship.
5.
The
Just-
Wyoming Democrats. The Wyoming Democrats could probably get
It
more
reverted to the Biden margin.
So
That's brutal.
Dustin Carter for 2. I voted Quillers, but Gladcraft didn't get it. Yeah. So yeah, this is a disaster night for DeSantis, and I'm not happy about this. I'm not like one of those DeSantis people that want Trump candidate or DeSantis people to lose outside of some primaries. This is a general election. I mean,
I can't believe DeSantis cost us Jacksonville.
This should have been a layup. Nobody better blame Trump for this. I swear, if they say Trump should have endorsed Davis, I'm going to slap somebody. If they suddenly say Trump didn't get involved enough.
DeSantis candidate, just keep losing across the board.
Yeah. I'm it's kind
Yeah,
of
maybe if DeSantis actually went to Jacksonville to do a rally for the mayor race instead of going to Iowa, it might have actually helped.
Yeah, like Dalius XDN chat says, DeSantis didn't even do a rally in Jacksonville. He went to do campaign events in Iowa when there was a more competitive race.
Florida's biggest city just fell to the Democrats because DeSantis was too busy screwing around in Iowa.
and this is the Florida Democrats. They're not competent at all.
And remember, this guy, he's a DeSantis candidate. Trump never got involved in this. He outspent the Democrat like 5-1.
Yeah, this is a Nikki Fried candidate.
Yeah, and they lost. I mean, and I know it's Jacksonville. It has been shifting Democrat, but DeSantis won it by like 15, didn't he? Last year?
Yeah, he won Duval, and he won the city of Jacksonville, I think.
Don just said the largest city of the GOP mayor is now Fort Worth.
Yeah.
Brutal.
That's just wow.
Yeah, so that's kind of shocking because I expected this to be an easy one for Republicans. I mean, maybe part of it is just DeSantis is starting to get like
DeSantis can't even get
like,
Florida wins
like they're just like being, I guess is the correct word, like complacent. Like they just feel like they're gonna get these big wins in Florida just by existing.
I don't know what happened. The Florida GOP, they were going all in on these cities. What happened?
Looks like the DeSantis endorsement is about as toxic as the Mike Pence endorsement at this point.
I'm starting to wonder, can somebody pull up all Trump and all the endorsements both Trump and DeSantis had for candidates last year? Somebody make a list of that. I'm interested now. I'm intrigued now. Let's see here. Dustin Carter for 2. Any chance DeSantis pulls out and gets a VP slot? He's not getting the VP slot at this point. I don't see that.
Thankfully.
But he has to drop out. You can't take this big fat of an L, not only in Kentucky, but in your own home state, in a race that you should have won easily. And reminder, you cannot blame Trump for this.
Actually, you partially can, because if he got involved, he might have actually held it.
Nikki Fried didn't even tweet about the race. Yeah, the Democrats, most people thought it was going to be close, but Republicans looking good, because Trump's not involved, and it's a DeSantis candidate.
D plus 3.88 right now.
Like, how did Dems flipped a mayorship in Florida? That's just like...
Let's see here. DeSantis endorses one guy and look at... No, he endorsed Mastriano. He endorsed Carrie Lake. He endorsed Blake Masters. He endorsed
Laxalt.
Tim Michaels. He endorsed Tudor Dixon. He endorsed Lee Zeldin. That was Lee Zeldin. But outside of that, he
endorsed Laxalt, and he lost. Well, Lombardo won.
Yeah, Trump endorsed Lombardo. DeSantis didn't.
And which one won?
And again, I'm not saying that's everything, but it's making you start to wonder, is this really because Trump's endorsement?
Trump keeps giving us bad candidates. Meanwhile, DeSantis loses us Jacksonville.
Riley Moore for 2. Hopefully Lee Zeldin gets a VP slot. I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping Zeldin. I mean, this is an unmitigated disaster for DeSantis. Oh, but the Daniel Kelly race in Wisconsin can't be blamed that. Well, it can't. Trump never got involved.
It would have been much closer if Trump got involved. Yeah, the race in Wisconsin that Trump doesn't get involved in, Waukesha City flips blue. What was this about my suburbs?
It just, you can't even win Jacksonville? When it should be down ballot, it has been more Republican. Way more Republican.
And I think DeSantis won it by a decent margin, since doesn't Jacksonville take up most of Duval County?
I believe the vast majority.
DeSantis is decently popular in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I'll check the city boundaries.
Okay.
I'll check how much Jacksonville voted for Biden.
It was 5 points. It was like 5.2.
Trump literally endorsed Herschel Walker and Laxalt. Yes, but so did DeSantis. DeSantis endorsed virtually all the candidates, or in a lot of
Herschel was sunk by BS scandals.
yeah. Yes, we will still be live for the Pennsylvania Supreme Court election.
So, yeah, Jacksonville takes up most of Duval. Biden won at 51-46.
Yes,
How?
it's like 5.2. I already brought this up, James.
This is
Yeah,
just
no, I
sad.
was just, and I'm sure DeSantis won it because it's all Jacksonville
Yeah, he
takes up
did.
like
He
90.
did
It's like
win it.
95% of Duval County, and DeSantis won Duval County by like a safe margin. So
I'm back.
I'm
What
sure.
did I miss?
I'm sure. Like, I think if
Jacksonville flipped blue.
yeah,
Wow.
I think if
This is a
if,
disaster for DeSantis.
I mean, I think if
Yep.
DeSantis went to Jacksonville instead of Iowa, it probably would have stayed red.
It probably would have. He's too busy in Iowa.
And I never want the Republican to lose in Jacksonville. He was okay, but I'm just saying this isn't on Trump. This is on DeSantis here. Well, for the looks of it, at least, I've still got to look at some results, but still.
If this holds at D+4, it's basically reverted to the Biden margin. It's only 1 point better.
Dustin Carter for 5, looking pretty solid in Georgia, Nevada. Need to go hard for them. What's the best way forward for Wisconsin? Also, I feel less and less confident about Arizona. Wisconsin, you cannot get below 60% of Waukesha, and that's about it. That's kind of it.
Yep, DeSantis Biden voters. Or Biden. Wait. DeSantis Deegan voters, I guess.
I wonder who a DeSantis Deegan voter is.
Again, people are going to make it sound like I wanted Deegan. Unlike a lot of these clowns on Twitter that they voted Democrat, I want the Republican to win here.
I want the Republican to win, but these guys slander and lie about all of Trump's candidates doing awful. What's going on in Jacksonville?
This is not even, I mean, all these races except Kentucky, Trump never got involved in any of them. None of them.
Yeah, I can't think of any races Trump has really gotten involved in recently. Just in general.
Okay, just came back and dear Lord, yeah. This should have been a slam dunk. This should have confirmed all the theories. If the theory about Trump hurting Republicans or DeSantis being the electable one, this should have been a Republican win. It's not the Democrat. It's not like it's a Los Angeles where it's D+30 or whatever it is. It's probably more, but this is Jacksonville.
Yeah. Congrats on Democrats flipping Jacksonville.
I still think the city council's Republican, though, so I think. But yeah, Kentucky, and this entire Kelly Craft thing, it's one thing if she was in second and she lost. That's not a disaster.
She's in third.
She's in third, and she may get crushed in third.
We're on
I
disaster.
wanna see her get below 15%. It would be kind of funny.
Okay,
The
now,
Corals
okay.
momentum.
So now we got the Pennsylvania stuff that's coming up in 20 minutes. That should be interesting.
Yeah, there's the state house special election. There's the Philadelphia mayor primary, and there's the Supreme Court primaries.
Yeah. So yeah, enough of that. DeSantis only endorsed Kraft for the donor money. That could be true,
Probably
but it's
that
like,
too.
this isn't good. Kelly didn't want Trump endorsing him. Know your facts. I'm just saying, Kelly didn't get endorsed by Trump, and was that a good idea? I don't know. Populist Missourian for 5. Oh, but Mub DeSantis is so eluctable. It's just stupid.
There's really very little evidence for that argument in reality. It's mostly just misrepresenting data.
Like this, it's one thing if DeSantis actively campaigned for him. That's one thing. If he tried, from everything I've seen, he hasn't.
No, he's in Iowa. He's going to Iowa so he can get like 10% there.
This is what's pissing me off. There's several critical races in his own state, and he's in Iowa. And again,
I mean, Would it be shocked if his advisors telling him the Democrat had no chance in Jacksonville and not even like you don't even have to try?
Dustin Carter for 2. Could Republicans flip back Wisconsin Supreme Court next year? I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Yeah, this is what happens when DeSantis leaves his state for Iowa, having
Again,
picked the parties.
I'm not going to be like the Trump derangement syndrome and blame DeSantis for everything, but it's like...
I will.
I'm not, but this is the one time where Trump wasn't involved, but DeSantis was solely involved. And it didn't go too well. Trump lives in Florida. Yes, but everybody tells him, don't get involved in these races. Remember?
Yeah, ever since the midterm, no one's wanted him involved in any elections.
Don't endorse this, Trump. Oh, why are we getting destroyed? Yeah, all of a sudden that Tim Michaels loss doesn't look so bad when you have a Wisconsin election later where Trump wasn't involved at all.
Daniel Davis would have won if Trump had endorsed him.
He probably would have.
I think the other problem is Republicans have underperformed. No, in these local races, Republicans usually outperform. Remember last year? In the spring of 2022? We flipped a bunch of school board elections. We were flipping everything. And even this year, we've done pretty good. Anti-Piracy League for 5. Notes on Jacksonville. Davis suffered a split primary while Deegan didn't. Davis ran in a generic, uninspired campaign while Deegan ran as a moderate outsider. Yeah. I understand the primaries fact, a part of it. But this should have been a slam dunk for Republicans. That's why I'm mad. This isn't like, what's some Democrat city in Florida, like Orlando? This isn't Orlando. This is Jacksonville. It's been Republican since like the 50s, I think. Not a good look. And I know it's been trending Democrat, but he won this city by a lot of points last year.
Bay County's all in, Kraft only got 16%. All right, I was a bit wrong on her doing well in Lexington, though, to be fair, that was before I figured out she's actually from the more rural part. She just went there for college.
Sure,
all the people talking about the DeSantis realignment. How's that working out for you guys?
Again, I'm not...
The Florida blueprint not going so well in Jacksonville.
Trump barely campaigned in 2022, almost across the board. Republicans hit or exceed their suburban targets while the rules shifted deep. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of the suburban areas, they did shift Republican. The rural areas, look at Pennsylvania. If Oz would have got rural margins, Trump margins, he probably would have won. That political guy for 5. Being fair to DeSantis, he only endorsed Daniel Davis after the runoff, and Kraft was more on the whim endorsements. Yes, I understand that. And I'm going more on the Jacksonville stuff because this should have been. I'm not saying it is. It should have been a fairly simple race to win. It's Jacksonville. One of the more conservative cities in Florida. Dustin Carter for 2. Watch DeSantis run for Senate next year. He's going to run for president. It's not going to end too well.
He's going to run for president, get destroyed, and then just stay as governor for the next 3 to 4 years.
Yeah, and I don't know what he'll do once he's out of office. Maybe he'll try running in 2028.
How long until DeSantis' poll numbers at single digits? I give it a couple weeks. After he announces, probably.
What do you think about Trump keeping money?
He's probably going to lose support.
Let's hear. What do you think about Trump keeping money that people are trying to donate to people like Masters or Walker? Everybody does that. I hate it, but it's true. The RNC does it. The NRCC does it. Everybody. It's stupid, but it's true. Yeah, I wonder.
Trump also probably kept a lot of money because he had to prepare for DeSantis trying to run against him with his war chest that he's been secretly building up.
Which, by the way, I'm starting to think the RGA, they were laundering money to him. I'm really starting to think that now.
They very probably are.
DeSantis is going to run his career in the ground. At this point, yeah. Dustin Carter for 2. Kemp almost flipped Cobb, Gwinnett, Fulton. Fulton shifted R. He got like Trump 2016 margins there. That's what happened. But he did like 30 points better in some parts of rural Georgia. That's what really happened. Oz didn't do much better than Trump in the Philly suburbs, which shows that they are gone for Republicans. There are some areas he did, but some of the rural precincts, they collapsed. No wonder you guys are always sad you're such a doomer. I'm not a doomer. I'm just being realistic here. I'm just being realistic that this should have been a race that Republicans won.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was saying that the Republican was favored.
And this isn't a money problem.
What if a lot of that money for DeSantis went to candidates like Lake and Tim Michaels?
Yeah. Again, I think Trump should have spent money, but
Eric
that's a
Schmidt.
whole different thing. Vivek is going to pass DeSantis. I don't know about that. I'm still skeptical on that part, but DeSantis,
If Vivek got close to DeSantis in a poll, that would be quite interesting.
DeSantis only has a chance of getting a random irrelevant cabinet position like Labor. I don't trust Trump in terms of VP pick because he wanted to pick Christie. Again, I understand some of his Trump has some serious problems with some choices here and there, and I hope he does pick somebody like Zeldin. But you can't just ignore what's happening tonight.
I wonder if Trump making DeSantis his VP would actually tank him. It might actually tank him at
I
this
think
point.
DeSantis VP would hurt Trump at this point. DeSantis is just way too socially awkward.
He's too politically toxic. I think that Trump should just go for like Youngkin or Zeldin.
So yeah,
I think he wants to go with a woman, though. I mean,
Go
all the
Kim
lists I've
Reynolds.
seen,
Just go with Kim Reynolds.
all the lists I've been seeing, it's like Reynolds
Reynolds is
Marjorie Taylor
fine.
Greene, Noam, and Carrie Lake. Like, those seem to be the consistent ones on these lists.
Ideally, assuming Trump wins, I'd be the most happy with the Lake.
Me too.
I want someone that's loyal.
How much has Cameron won by? Oh, gosh. It just keeps getting worse. Is she going to actually drop below 17? Is she actually?
If Trump had to go with a moderate Republican
Go Zeldin.
or someone to like just unite the right, yeah, Zeldin or maybe even Brian Kemp.
Kemp would objectively be the best candidate for that, but I don't want him.
I think Zeldin would be the best choice. People are saying Reynolds. Yeah, I want Reynolds.
If he chose Kemp, he'd like automatically flip Georgia, honestly.
Let's see here. DeSantis made a huge cringe
He
mistake.
probably does
tonight.
anyways.
Yes, Trump's made some. I agree. Trump made some dumb mistakes, but at some point, the whole argument about DeSantis is he's such an electoral juggernaut, and he has such great influence. He can win everywhere. He endorsed the guy in Florida who outspent the Democrat by 5-1. He lost by 4 in a city he won. At just some point, you gotta admit that a lot of the arguments were wrong about DeSantis. If this holds, and it looks like it is. Santos for VP, so true. Trump attacking pro-life is a great form of statement. Yes, like I said, it was a stupid statement he said about abortion. It was absolutely stupid.
I think the abortion comment is for the general, and it's very smart.
I would have just said left it to the states, but push for a consensus option. I would have just said that, but
I think you're looking at it more from your own political beliefs and not what the more average voter sees it as.
I'm just saying.
I would have
just said leave it to the states.
I would have skirted around the issue and reframed it to target Democrats for believing in third-term abortion.
Yeah, like he did in the town hall.
I personally think that there should be a national abortion ban, but I wouldn't say it out loud if I were running. I'd just position it like to attack the Democrats and make it toxic for them.
Dustin
Because
Carter.
their position's radical.
Dustin Carter for 2. Kemp for Senate 2026. Send Ossoff packing. Yeah. I think he's going to run for the Senate seat. I think, at least. That's the key word.
Yeah, Jack Still's pretty much all in D+4. Only one to the right of Biden's margin. Yikes. All right, PA is closing 9 minutes.
Abortion should be left to the states. That's the entire point of repealing Roe versus Wade. I think there still should be some kind of federal limit. Late term, at least. You can't have states like California and Colorado having post-birth. That's ridiculous.
Well, the Supreme Court's eventually going to have to determine when life begins.
They're going
Because-
to, but it's gonna be a while.
Because Roe v. Wade did do that, and Dobbs v. Jackson didn't give a replacement definition for when life begins. And I mean, with like the whole birth control or not, abortion pill, that the controversy in those courts, the Supreme Court's eventually going to have to determine it, as much as they don't want to.
Someone's saying Trump shouldn't be alienated debate. This is the guy that essentially repealed Roe v. Wade. I mean, what do you want? A few comments you don't like
Yes, again,
means nothing compared to that.
but it's like these people, they care so much about electability, and 5 weeks ago, remember how they were going crazy about what DeSantis did in Florida when it came to the abortion ban? Suddenly they're attacking Trump for being too liberal. Again, DeSantis signed a good bill, and Trump said some stupid stuff, but it's just like, come on. I think 12 weeks is a fair compromise. If that's federal, then maybe. But focus on focus on late term. That's what you will suddenly get people to flip on. They're so stupid it's called politics. We don't talk about abortion. The general we ban after we win the election. I know, but you still
Exactly.
You can't just ignore it completely. You still got to say Democrats want post-birth abortion.
I mean, you can basically ignore it. I mean, that's what Zeldin and Bailey did in midterms, and they outperformed.
Well, to be fair, Zeldin just said that's not going to change because the Democrats have
Well, that's
a
what
legislator.
Bailey said that too, actually.
That's what you just got to
And
say.
You saw the results.
Jay Wilder for 2. 2024 will be 2016 2.0 with anti-Trump vote split. I don't think the anti-Trump votes will be less than 50%. Maybe less than 40. So, chances of Cameron winning the majority. Louisville still has to come in, so it's a possibility, but I don't know. Dems are overconfident, unenthusiastic, just like they were in 2016. That is true. That is a really true point. That Democrats, I think they're getting way too cocky. Candidates can't ignore the abortion on the GOP side nationally. I know, but you have to draw a fair line.
All right, Missouri 7th. I'm defending Trump because he's doing this to win the election. He got rid of Roe. Like, he's not bad on abortion. He just says some comments that some conservatives that are going to vote for him anyways don't like.
All right. Old New Year 2020 for 2. Favorite world leaders besides Trump. Viktor Orban of Hungary.
Well, I would have said Bolsonaro.
Rip.
I would have said Bolsonaro.
That's so sad.
I also would have said Shinzo Abe. Ah, man.
John Kinney for 5. It seems like Trump has a lot of momentum right now. I think he's in a stronger position for re-election than 2020. What do you think? I think it's too early to make that assumption just yet.
I think it's much more likely. I think Trump has a much better chance in 24 than he did 2020 and even 2016. He's in a very strong position right now.
I think he has a nomination locked up, but I'm not going to look at the general. It's way too early.
In the general, I'd say like if the election were held right now, he'd win the tipping point state by over 5. We'll see if it narrows or not.
Here's my rationale as well. I think that you've got to think Trump was going to win in a landslide when COVID was not an issue in 2020. Like, nobody's denying that, right? Do you agree, Rap?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
won.
COVID did not happen. COVID is not an issue anymore right now. So what is there stopping him from actually getting those numbers back from
Well,
early
right now he's
2020?
leading the RCP average nationally by like a point.
Okay, we got.
I mean, that alone, he's easily winning the electoral college.
Okay, we got a
Yeah.
super chat from Duster Carner for 5. Could y'all do a deep dive on different policies Republicans need to do? Family-friendly policies, constitutional carry, education, and conservative health care. Healthcare is a big one. We gotta get something like that down.
I've got a hot take on healthcare. I think that somewhere down the line we need to have some kind of universal healthcare.
Depends what you mean by that. Anyways, wholesome DG aftershock for 2. Bolsonaro. Don't you mean balsamic vinegar? What? Yes. I respect Trump's judge selections. There were some bad ones. let's not ignore that. There were some pretty bad ones, but Viktor Orban platform is what we should run on. I agree. He's a pretty good platform.
The Pennsylvania polls are gonna close.
Yep,
pretty
Pennsylvania's
soon,
gonna close in 4 minutes. I cannot believe this is gonna be the longest election night stream of so far.
Yeah, for a while.
Very interesting results.
We haven't gone this long since 2022, but are you ready for the Warren Bloom-mentum?
Oh man, this is gonna be a tire fire.
If you don't know who Warren Bloom is, he's like the Willie Wilson of Philadelphia. He's like a perennial candidate who likes to run under the Warren Bloom party.
I love it. We need to classify the cartels as terrorists and drone strike them. Yeah. I mean, it's not like they're 1,000 miles away and they're not doing anything to us. They're attacking Americans. So, yeah, it's a bit different. It's just because Kentucky closes super early. Yeah, that's why. But I think that should be the thing nationally. All the states should close by like 9 p.m. Eastern. Do you agree?
Yeah. That's like what? Is that like 5 in the West Coast?
Yeah.
Or the Western?
No, that's like 7.
No. 9 p.m. Eastern would be like 5 p.m. Western.
Oh, yeah.
Am I mixing them up?
Yeah, I messed that up. Well, no, I thought that would be 6. Whatever. It should be like...
No, yeah, it would be 6.
I mean, they mainly just close based on time zones.
Well, to be fair, some of the states have some absurdly long... Some late... I hate that. That's the one issue about being in Central Time. I hate when we have to do California stuff. I hate it.
I'm in Eastern Time. It's an hour worse.
Ugh. But that's why I like about Kentucky. States like Kentucky and Pennsylvania, they close at reasonable times.
The first states to close are Kentucky and Indiana.
Yeah, and also let me be clear, guys. Let me be 100% clear. This Jackson result doesn't mean Florida's flipping Democrat. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what anybody's saying. It's trending Republican. Republicans are in a really good situation in Florida. Democrats aren't going to win it. This should have been...
It's safe far.
I mean, This is still Nikki Fried who's running the Florida Democratic Party.
It should have been a fairly good victory for Republicans. Wasn't.
It's just a local race in a more blue trending city. Though it reverted in 2018 a bit.
So
it
Florida,
reverted here.
Yeah, it's not going to be like, oh, it's suddenly back to a purple state. No. Anyone with a brain realizes this is just one-off. This is just a stupid result that shouldn't have happened.
And again, it's a mayor. I mean, we see plenty of deep red and deep blue cities, whatever, going the other party for mayorships.
Let's see. Is Katie Britt a good senator? Yeah, she's really good. Dustin Carter for 2. Will Republicans flip back Alaska House seat? It's embarrassing. No. We're not flipping next year. I
think we could with a good candidate.
What I've seen is that Peltola has like a really high approval rating. I think that would be the hard part for Republicans. I think that makes it hard for
Chewbacca's the only one I would say. Chewbacca.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, even then, Peltola's approval rating's like really high.
Wow.
I
think it's higher than Dan Sullivan's.
And polls have closed in Pennsylvania. The good news with Alaska is they're getting rid of the system. It's not looking too good for that.
Well, I mean, they're going to have a referendum.
Who's the Mastriano candidate again?
Patricia, I think.
It's Patricia McCullough, I think.
All right.
Bro, if he picks Palin as VP, I don't pick Palin. No.
Who's the progressive in the Dem primary?
I think
it's Helen Jim. That's
wait, what?
As a
I'm talking about PA.
I'm talking PA.
Yeah.
Where?
Helen Jim.
Not Philadelphia.
Oh, in the court? Oh, there's
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2 candidates. There's 2 Democratic candidates. I forgot which one. I don't know which one.
We'll never know.
But I don't think the progressive is gonna win. I thought
McCaffrey's endorsed by the Pennsylvania Democrats, so he's gonna win probably.
Yeah. Oh, they just called it for David O. The Republican primary, which was uncontested.
Woo!
Wait, so who are the candidates in Philly? Jim is.
Helen Jim is the progressive. Sherelle Parker, I think she is endorsed by Dwight Evans, and then Rebecca Rinehart, I think, is the establishment pick.
And who's the Willie Wilson candidate?
It's Warren Bloom.
Yes, Come on. I always root for that type of candidate, the chaos candidate.
Yeah, so then Almond Brown is like the centrist candidate. He's like the Connor Brown or no Connor Lamb. I mean Connor Lamb.
Oh, so like the fakey fake conservative Democrat, that type.
Yeah, that's what I've heard about him. Yeah. So Helen Jim, yeah, endorsed by Bernie Sanders, a bunch of squad members, Andy Kim. Sherelle Parker is endorsed by the two Philly representatives, Brandon Boyle, Dwight Evans, and a bunch of local Philly. And then Rebecca Rinehart is, I've heard that she's like a decently important candidate, but she hasn't gotten a lot of endorsements.
Let's see here. Dustin Carter for 2. I think Alaska will stay red but be close. Kansas is iffy. Yeah, the Kansas GOP sucks. I mean, they
We got
seriously,
Chris Kobach in.
remember, they said Glenn Youngkin's an extremist. Remember that. Behind the closed doors, they called him an extremist. It's just,
I think Kansas is fine.
it's a bit closer than it should be. Some of those trends are worrisome, though.
It might just be like a forever likely our state at this, if not just barely safe.
Connor Lamb was a fake moderate. Yeah, he was a fake conservative Democrat.
I mean, it's kind of funny that he voted against legal weed to try to
Okay,
I don't know who he was winning with that.
no.
Kansas is not doing
Okay,
the Colorado
Pennsylvania
path.
results. No, the Mastriano candidate's winning. No,
That is the Mastriano one, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so. I'd have to double
Let me
check,
check.
but there's no Wikipedia.
Oh my gosh! If Mastriano's candidate wins,
Here I found an article on it.
And who's the progressive in PA again? I already forgot.
Yeah, so Patricia's is the Mastriano candidate. No.
Who's the progressive in the
Yeah,
one again.
McCullough is endorsed by Mastriano.
Okay, Knolsman, I believe, is the endorsed Democrat or the progressive. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'm
don't.
trying to remember this.
Let me check. So
I
Patricia's
just think it'll be really funny if the Mastriano candidate wins.
no.
My
No.
short-term memory is like going horribly
Yeah, so-
right now.
Debbie is the progressive and Patricia's the Mastriano. Don't do this to me. No. Not again. No. Endorsed by Mastriano, yeah. Allegheny is her home county. Yeah, but she's getting 65%. No. Oh yeah, the Superior Court election. That's uncontested, I believe. So
It's just a
There's also the special
Okay.
elections in the state house.
oh yeah, that's gonna flip. That should flip the state house, right?
I mean, if Democrats lose it. There's 2 state house special elections, and I've only seen one that people are talking about potentially flipping. And so, if Democrats lose that, then Republicans will win back the state house.
Okay, let's see here. Why is she the Mastriano candidate? She's a stop the steal type.
Yeah, she was endorsed by him.
Oh no, she was financially supported on top of that. So
Yeah.
I love Mastriano's platform. It just he had a decent platform, but his campaign was garbage.
Well, I mean, it's mainly because Doug Ducey abandoned him. Let's not forget
Let's
that.
see here. What is the difference between the state Supreme Court and the Commonwealth Court? Yes. I honestly don't know.
knows?
Why do they have like 3 statewide courts? Why?
They don't have enough. We need 3 more courts.
They're all statewide.
We need another. We need a second court to put the first court in check.
When did courts race become?
We need a.
Oh, go on.
No, I was gonna say we need a court for the court.
Let's see here. What is it? When did the court races become undeniably partisan? I would say 2019, Wisconsin Supreme Court election. That's when it started to get bad. Commonwealth Court is one of the 2 appeals courts. I gotta look more into it, but why? Why is it all statewide courts? You would think it'd be district courts, but who knows? Yeah, Pennsylvania 21. We won the Supreme Court election there, I believe. His campaign was garbage, but not by his own fault. It was largely, there's a large chunk of it was his fault, but he did get screwed over. Even if Mastriano got funny, he'd probably lose by a likely margin. Yeah, but he wouldn't drag everybody down. Commonwealth Court is basically the second court below the Supreme Court. Okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay. Court
I'll be
races.
back in a bit.
Okay, so court races are about abortion now. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Yeah, I don't have
mean,
high
that's
hopes
also-
for the PA.
that's also I've seen that's what like the state house special elections are all about. Because if I guess what I saw was that if Republicans win the majority, like they can roll back some of the protections for abortion in Pennsylvania or something like that.
Thoughts on primary McConnell after Cameron primary results? Hopefully. Independent
I'm
American.
gonna retire.
Let's see here. Independent American for 10. If Helen Jim, progressive in the Philly race wins, would Philly end up losing population like Detroit? They already are, I thought.
Yeah, Philadelphia's already losing population.
Oh wait, I want Jim to win then. Let's get less Democrats in Philadelphia. I'm okay with this.
But they're all gonna move like
Jeez.
bucks. Let's be real here.
No, they'll go move to Atlanta and vote for Stacey Abrams when she runs for a third time
Okay.
and maybe the fourth time.
Texas has 2 Supreme Courts, one for civil,
Definitely
one for
fourth.
criminal. I know that, but I'm just talking about like this Commonwealth Court and stuff.
Well, the hell? We have map results on New York Times for Philly, but not. I'm going to reload that.
What the?
That's weird.
We're
You
cooking.
seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, we're cooking.
Why are they not showing the actual vote?
We're cooking, all right. Don't worry. So yeah, we're waiting for Philly, of course.
It was just a test.
Maxwell JW for 5. Are you concerned at all about any ballot shenanigans ahead of 2024, or do you think we can overcome it? I think we're starting to realize how we can beat any shenanigans if they do happen. If they do happen, that's the key word. So just gotta get smarter. Just do what the Democrats do. That's just a fact. Dustin Carter for 10. Why do Republicans run Mastriano-style candidates in closer tilt R lean states? They need to run candidates that fit states and not each other. Effing hard-headed Palin and Bigich. We need Virginia conventions. Yeah, I don't get that. Isn't this spirit seem like the crappiest Republicans are from safe districts and stuff?
Also, didn't the courts rule the Virginia conventions illegal or something like that?
I thought a court overturned that.
I thought the courts overturned, like maybe they appealed it, but I
thought
read
they
some.
did.
I read recent. They're probably appealing it, but
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair system. People still can show up and vote. It's pretty much a caucus. You know, it's... What, are you going to say caucuses are illegal? Do you think McConnell retires this year or next year? I think he retires when Republicans get the governor. Hopefully, if they get the governorship. And we do got House results in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. No! Warren Bloom's at 72 votes. No!
the
Reinhardt's...
Warren Bloom momentum.
So who's the...
Oh wow, all the wards are. This is not like Chicago at all.
So, okay, which
Oh, man,
one...
we got a narrow race between Reinhardt and Parker.
Who's the
Helen-
progressive?
Helen Jim, she's
she's
a Bernie
fourth.
back candidate.
She's in fourth.
So
16% of the vote.
Okay, Pennsylvania is 2% in for Republicans.
I don't know if Helen Jim is gonna win this now.
I don't really know all the different parts of Philly very well, so
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
At all.
I know some parts, but
I should know a lot more.
there's...
I know that
Look into
I know
it,
that
but-
like the part that Alan Dom is doing well in is votes more Republican.
Yeah, that's the more working class part of it, if I'm not mistaken. There's... It's weird, like, the more central part's like more like Republican, but the outskirts is more Democrat, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the
And
case.
Sherelle Parker's doing good in the heavily black parts, while Rebecca Reinhardt's doing well in like the whiter parts, and Helen Jim is doing like good like in between the white and the...
Let's see here. Oh my gosh, that is too many wards. That is true. I can't
That is
even
a lot.
see.
Look
can't
at
even see.
how many votes are in each of these. Some of these it's like not even 20
It's
or
like
even 10. This is
How do you
Very-
suppose? How do you
very
expect me to see
detailed.
this?
Very detailed.
Yeah, at least they're there, unlike Chicago.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Bro.
I remember election night for Virginia. That was so good. Yeah, that was so long ago, man.
That's like what 1.5 years ago now.
Oh, that was such a great day when we had Wasserman called it. That was perfect. Duster Carter for 2. Megyn Kelly's been based lately, especially on guns. Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know what's that about. 1 ward per person. Daniel took the lead. What? For the Democrats? Let's see. Yeah, so I believe McCaffrey is the establishment Dem.
Yeah, I mean,
It looks
I feel like
I'd say
establishment Dems.
I'd say Caroline may be favored here because outside of Pittsburgh, it's doing really
I feel
well.
like establishment Dems do better in the core primaries. I don't know though.
After conservative Democrats should be important too. Yeah, but they're not. They don't exist anymore. Not a large enough numbers to win. It's true democracy. Yeah, every ward equals a vote. Hell, some wards they don't even get a vote. That is true. So yeah, I think we're gonna wait for some results, then probably end the stream
I
because
think we can stay for PA.
yeah, no, we're gonna stay for PA for a little bit, but when the mayorship comes in and then we get more results from the statewide stuff, we'll probably call it. What would a Citarelli governorship look like? I don't know. I mean, Democrats have a big majority still, right? The state legislature.
Yeah, they would still, since it wouldn't be that big of a shift to make him win. So Democrats would probably still have the state legislature. So
Okay,
I don't know,
Bucks
maybe
is-
something like how Youngkin would probably be similar to Youngkin's governorship, if I had to guess. Maybe, or maybe like I don't know.
Okay, so yeah, that's not good for McCullough. I think I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, it's
She-
probably gonna be Kurt. I mean,
Caroline
maybe
versus
more West.
Uh,
Patricia McCullough may get more West PA counties, so
so yeah, that's not. You can't get 17% in Bucks.
yeah,
You just can't.
these are probably early votes though.
So I really don't care. Well, I would probably want the Carolina to win, but it's very early so far. And do we got any updates to Kentucky? No, 62% in.
I'm just waiting for Crafts County to come in to see how it votes, and they're not doing it.
Jeez, they must know we're onto them.
I'm just laser focused on it. It's at 0% reporting still. It's Barron County.
Garrett Ranikar. I think I got that correct that time. For 10. What is Patricia's chance of winning the general? Okay, people, chat, chill.
You're going a bit ham right now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm going to put you guys in timeout. You're not blocked. Just don't. Don't do that again. What? So Patricia's chances, it doesn't look like she's going to win the primary, but I don't think she would win if she somehow got in.
Yeah, it is also kind of funny that Kelly Craft is now in the 16s.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Yeah, she's probably not getting second. She's probably getting third.
who would have thought this?
I had a feeling this race was not going to be close.
Duster Carter for 2. Big W for Kemp, Gianforte, McMaster, and Governor Mark Robinson. I don't know what you're talking about. I think the mods use something. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. We do a little bit of researching. So far it's been actually a kind of bad night for Republicans. Outside of Kentucky. It's not been good.
Yeah, the special election results aren't in yet, and nothing more out of Philadelphia.
I mean, it could absolutely change. It's not like, oh yes, Republicans have 0 shot of winning. It's just, don't know. Very early. But we should get some results real quick. The key word is we should. Look at the Philly results. It's kind of hard to look at it when there's like 100,000 wards. But so the progressives in fourth. Is that special election competitive? Yeah. In Pennsylvania. It's for the majority.
There's a ward where 3 candidates have 8 votes. 25% each. Which means there's probably a 4th candidate with 8 votes.
It doesn't seem like a bad night except for Jacksonville. Well, Jacksonville's kind of a major L. That's not like a minor one. That's pretty big.
Yeah. I did not see a single person who expected Democrats to win that. Maybe there were a few people.
I considered it a toss-up.
I thought it would be close, but I thought Republicans would narrowly pull it off.
Which, I mean...
I saw, because everyone, all the Dems doom about Florida and all the Republicans are, happy about Florida. So I did not see really anyone saying that the Democrats were absolutely favored to win this. Like, everyone was talking about how it's going to be more likely that the Republican wins.
McCullough is winning a couple rural counties right now.
Okay,
PA.
we got a couple more super chats. Duster Carter for 5. Kemp has been a solidly conservative governor. Gianforte's base. McMaster is solid. I can't wait for future governor of North Carolina. Mark Robinson to turn North Carolina likely are. Okay, that's what you meant. Yeah, Kemp's underrated, or he is now underrated. Gianforte is the most underrated governor.
Kemp's fine.
McMaster's okay. He's not the best, but he's okay. Mark Robinson, we need a dictatorship around him. And Cole Langdon for 2. Why the hell did Ramaswamy endorse Kraft? Wait, what?
I think he did.
Yeah, he did.
Bruh. Okay, then. I did not hear anything about that. Kemp Walker voters run Georgia. Do they? Was a Jacksonville Dem more of a conservative Democrat? I don't know. People can look it up. I don't really know for certain.
I think she might have been more moderate.
Moderate. Yeah, instead of voting Democrat 99% of the or 100% of the time, she votes 99%. Oh, we got major news. Jeff Young's at 5% statewide.
He lost his rural county.
No. Hey, at least
Well, Bashir does seem to be struggling in some of these rural counties for an incumbent. Some of these getting under 90%.
Let's see here. Kraft probably promised campaign cash to Ramaswamy and DeSantis. Yeah, but that's not a good look. God, great news from Blake Masters. So true. It's great news that DeSantis, his candidates got crushed tonight. Kentucky, that's one thing. Again, that was embarrassing that his candidate took 3rd and is not going to get, is going to take 3rd. And she's going to get, maybe 18% of the vote. Oh, my gosh.
She had 35% of the vote in some of the polls.
As I say that, another vote dump came in from Jefferson.
She's at 16.7%.
They'll report her county eventually.
Is she trending below 16?
I really think it'll be. I think it'll be really funny if she got 15% of the vote.
This is not even a. How can people say this is a good thing? What's happening tonight? Again, everybody thought she was going to take 2nd. I still don't get the endorsement by DeSantis. Why? Outside of campaign funds, this is a good look. And I think it vindicates the Kentucky poll with Trump up by 70 or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is
he probably has a bigger lead.
This is nearly identical to DeSantis' number. This 16, I believe it's right on the money.
Yeah, he may have a bigger lead then.
Why What happened to Blake Masters? He's preparing to run for 24. That's my guess.
I'm not sure
gonna
if he
be a
can really
Kerry
run for
Lake.
Senate now.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's a Kerry Lake v. Blake Masters primary.
They just keep coming for the DeSantis campaign. Again, this was a huge argument about DeSantis. Remember, he was supposed to be the electoral juggernaut, and he just knows the great candidates. He's playing 6D chess. I don't know about that anymore. It's good for Trump. It makes DeSantis look weak and unpopular. It makes it look like he shouldn't even try to run. Again, I don't want this. I don't want DeSantis' future to be down the toilet.
Oh, I do.
I know.
I'm loving this.
Because
Because that means we can get better people in place of where he would normally run.
Garrett Vranikar, excuse me, for 10. Do you think the trends could reverse in Dauphin County? Scott Perry increases margins every election. Could it go right in 23 Supreme Court and 24 Senate presidential? The problem is that's the Democrat one, right? That one votes
Yeah.
Democrat still. Yeah.
Yeah, Dauphin is a
Dauphin.
Democratic trending area.
Yeah, so I don't... that's a tough one.
Dauphin, I thought that was more stagnant.
I don't know.
I mean,
gotta
what
look
I've
into
seen
it.
was that it's detrending.
I gotta do more of those county videos, like how's X county trending. I really gotta do more of those.
Yeah.
If Masters lose the Lake,
What-
it's over for Arizona. I kind of agree.
I think Lake would win in general.
No.
Right now, Trump is just winning Arizona by way too much not to carry over, especially with Sinema taking Democrat votes, assuming she runs. But even so, Gallagher's also not a very great candidate.
Ron DeSantis should calm down and remember why he is even here. Yeah, he should just focus on the Florida stuff. Make Florida as based as possible, and then try to get America First people across the board. Then 28 go ahead. But
I'm kind of surprised he didn't just go for a 28 run, because once he would be done with the governorship, he could just immediately announce, because that's like, what, January 2027? He could announce a few months later.
And the thing is, he also could, theoretically, he should be the VP. We should have got the VP announcement by now with DeSantis. But nope. Blew it. Whoever the Republican nominee in Arizona is, we will win because of Democrat vote splitting. I'm starting to have some questions. I'm just
Well, again,
wait and see.
as of right now, Trump's probably ahead in the state by over 5. So
No, I'm not saying
as of
that.
now, we flipped the Senate. He's up in the he's up in the popular vote by like at least 1.
I know, but is that just
Like,
from
he's
New
going to-
York? That's
No,
the thing. I think
It's
is.
not going to.
I think it's partially because of New York.
I don't. I've messed around on the election shuffler. Like those states wouldn't actually influence the popular vote that much. It's just what happened in the midterms was much more local races and whatever else. I don't think I could really be used too much to look in 24. This is still a state that voted to the right of the nation by about 4 points. Trump's ahead by nationally at least 1. Like that's a likely our Arizona, or at least barely only lean our.
Let's see.
Like
Delaware.
that's going to help us in the Senate a lot.
Okay, these results are not good for Patricia. Some white working class parts of northeastern PA came in. They're not looking good at all. And I know this is gonna be a regional election. I think Patricia's from the western part, Caroline's from the eastern half. Either way, it's not looking
It's
good.
impossible. It's impossible to say right now.
Yeah,
honestly.
but it's not
you
looking
need
good
more
so
West.
far.
I mean, if she gets like dictator margins in West PA, then
Maybe.
I would say Carson.
We gotta
Carlos Theo is my
wait
favorite.
for Mastriano's part of the state. If she's only winning by
Yeah.
like 15, yeah, it's over. Duster Carter for 2, Rosendale in Montana, LaRose in Ohio, Justice in West Virginia, Laxell in Nevada, and Tiffany, Wisconsin.
Those aren't gonna happen. It's gonna be It's probably gonna be Moreno in Ohio. It looks like Trump's probably gonna endorse him.
Stupid.
Not sure.
I'll say
Nevada, Laxalt's not running.
I don't think he lives in the state anymore.
No, he lives in the state. He's in
I
Reno.
could have sworn, but
in
Rosendale, I
Reno.
think, is going to run. LaRose, I don't think he's shooting himself in the foot. Justice, I don't want Justice. I want Mooney, but that's just me. Cole Langdon for 5. Cinema is going to take Dem votes. She'll take away McCain Republican voters.
Those are Democrat votes.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like, those are kind of
She's going to take lifelong Republicans that vote Democrat now because of McCain. Like that's going to help us.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a matter of how much. Hobbs probably gets recalled. Yeah, I'm hearing that there was some momentum picking up on that. Which I don't. How does a recall work in Arizona? Is it like California or what?
I
would
I think
assume
it's
like,
fairly
You
strict.
just get signatures.
Yeah, I
You
know,
just get
but
enough signatures.
is it
right?
just
And
isn't
then
like
I don't like.
because there's in Wisconsin it's just a straight up election, like it's a Democrat versus a Republican, or is it like California where it's a yes or no question?
I'm not. I'm not
James
sure.
Hobbs has been pretty awful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure recall in Arizona. Yeah, they can actually recall her.
Yeah, they can. I just think
They
it's
need
been strict.
25% of all signatures, of the signatures that voted. Yes, but it is very expensive. A recall costs like $10 million. Well, I guarantee you there would be some rich asshole in Arizona that would pay for it. Garrett ran a car for 5. Do you think Scott Perry could beat Bob Casey ran for Senate? No. Nobody's gonna beat Casey.
I still think Casey does way worse than most people think he will.
Oh, I don't think.
I think
unless
it's like lean R. I think it's like lean D right now, honestly.
It's at best likely D. But if Mosrow's a candidate, he's gonna get absolutely destroyed.
Again, if you take his crosstabs from the 2018 midterms and apply it to an actual presidential election year electorate, it would be like a lean D race just from 2018. So
Okay, I'm gonna just do a random poll.
he's a bit overrated.
Okay, let's see here. Should I continue to do more streams frequent? Yes. No.
Bobblehead Ron, yeah.
Yeah, so
I was reading Barris's chest. I said Bobblehead Ron in there.
I don't know. Good hope that DeSantis elect the yeah. So I think a lot of arguments died tonight to a lesser extent because
Please, can we just get Barron County already?
it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be like
I
5
wanna
years
see-
later.
I want to laugh if she's like somehow losing.
But yeah, for you think Bashir will win second term? It depends.
I'd say it's likely D right now.
These streams are the best part of election nights, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you can't go on Fox News and watch these elections. They suck.
Yeah.
But we do. But yeah, I want to do more streams. This is like chill streams of just like shit posting and stuff. But yeah, we're not ending right now. I'm just saying like for future stuff. Look, democracy above us. Yeah, 96% voted yes. Holy crap.
This is Bashir margins.
This is better than Bashir
guess-
margins.
Yeah. She's still in the
Lou Barletta,
90%.
someone brought Lou
He retired.
Barletta. He's done.
He retired.
He's done.
It's
Is he like fully retired from politics?
He
He,
is.
he endorsed DeSantis and then he's just done.
No, what happened? He retired from politics. He's not. He only endorsed DeSantis. That's about it. That's what happened.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I'll say.
Will New Hampshire keep an R trifecta after 25? Sununu
Maybe.
sucks. Sununu may not run again.
That's true.
This asshole. had
Not
a
only
free
did he
se-
cost us the Senate seat, he cost us.
New Hampshire. What's left of New
He
Hampshire?
cost us. He also cost us from having Congressman Levitt in the first district. We would have
He
Congressman
costed
Levitt
us
right now.
at least one House seat. He costed us a Senate seat, and he may cost us a trifecta in 25. So why did he run for the Senate seat? I don't know. He would have won that easily.
What I have heard about Sununu, right?
Dumbass. That's
The
what I gotta
worst
say
part,
about it.
I mean,
the worst part is with how close the House was in 22. We legitimately could have lost the House
Can you
because
imagine
Sununu didn't.
if we
sign
lost the
that
House by
gerrymander.
one. Can
Well,
you
it's not even
imagine?
a gerrymander
Can you imagine we lost a House by one House seat because of freaking New Hampshire?
because he signed in effectively a Democrat gerrymander.
Well, I think it had to be drawn by the courts and the courts did at least change map.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's a
Sununu was being
Democrat gerrymander.
because Sununu was being an asshat about it.
Yeah, he could have signed in a 1R 1D seat map, and he vetoed it.
Yeah, after he sabotaged.
And with how close 22 was, we could have lost because of that. Like
What?
actual decent chance that could have happened.
That's another one.
And I
Sununu.
think-
Go on.
No, I said I think he didn't
Cost,
run for
whatever.
Senate. Like, if I remember in his statement declining, it said it was because like he didn't like Mitch McConnell or something, and he didn't want to be like in Mitch McConnell's caucus or whatever.
Let's see here. It's cost, whatever. But yeah, no, it's like the dude before 2021, he was beloved by everybody. Remember that? Everybody liked him. Now everybody hates him. I mean, because back then he was more of a libertarian type, yes, but he was still good on some issues. He was good for New Hampshire. Now, what does he have going for him?
I mean, it sounds like there was like a video recently going around that like he said he just might retire from the governorship, like that, like he wants to retire.
Let's see here. Governor has there's no term limits in New Hampshire, but he's retiring probably. That's what the rumor is, at least.
Yeah,
So why don't run for the
and
Senate seat? I don't get it.
I mean, from what I could tell, it was because he didn't want to be with Mitch McConnell.
What a loser. Which, actually, that's kind of a fair point, but still. We could have a 50-50 Senate right now.
Sununu may run for president, I think.
Yeah, he may run for. I mean, New Hampshire primary, maybe he could do well in it.
Oh, no, the polling shows he's getting crushed.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, he like, I mean, his margin from 2020 to 2022.
that was bad. That was
I mean,
real
I think
bad.
there was a stronger Democrat running in 2022, but the
Yeah,
margin,
but
like, the margin heavily shifted.
you don't shift that much and just say that's just because of the better candidate. You clearly are having some problems up there. New Hampshire becomes safe blue. I think federally, yeah.
Yeah, New Hampshire's kind of gone federally
I think
because of the college grads.
they're all moving up there because it's a free state, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people, at least in New England, moving from blue states up there because there's less taxes. So it's, there's less taxes. So a lot of
Let's see
people
here.
in the surrounding states want to move there.
Duster Carter for 2. Montana first to Trump +7 and 8 seat. And Zink only won by 3. Yeah. And he seriously thinks he can win a Senate seat.
I think he's not running.
I don't think so either, but just the fact that he had
Okay.
Oh, they
yeah,
updated
some of
it.
these Mastriano counties are coming in. Yeah, it's going to be Caroline.
yeah. These are not good enough.
Very likely.
Like, look at Allegheny. This is a big county for Western PA and Washington. And Westmoreland's going to probably be the most important, but yeah, she's getting, like, winning it by 30, but look over here in Philly.
It's also going to be McCaffrey for PA and the Democrats, probably.
Really not a surprise.
That's the party one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has 87% Philly. That alone is going. She could lose like every other county. I think she could still win if she does good enough in Philly.
Let's see here. Good. The elected bros can't blame Trump when she loses the general. I don't want Republicans. This should be another state Republicans gain momentum in, but they're not. Except Trump. I mean, I don't know. Carolina's winning in Northumberland and Dauphin. Yeah, those are not. And again, that's early, but still, these are not best numbers for.
These are early votes, so it's
I
going
know.
to narrow, but it's not going to be enough at all.
Westmoreland, I'm going to wait for. If that's like 50-50, we're calling it. Republicans can't win statewide in Rust Belt unless Trump is on the ballot. Ron Johnson proved otherwise.
That's mostly true. Yeah, he ran against a horrible candidate, though. That's the thing.
But he still had a favorability of like 5%. So I still can't get over that. I don't understand it. These voters like we hate Ron Johnson, but we're voting for him anyways.
They just love old drunk guys.
Yeah, that is Wisconsin.
They're going to have Tony Evers as governor for the next decades to come.
He's retiring. I'm calling it.
I want him to keep running so that he's still the governor like 20 years from now. He's in his 90s.
He's like 80 right now, I thought.
No, he's like in his late 70s, I think. I checked like yesterday.
Duster Carter for 2. The Libertarian Free State Project in New Hampshire has failed. Well, yeah, anything to do with libertarians is just failures.
I mean, the whole Libertarian Party is a failure.
To be honest, the Libertarian Party should have been a gold mine. They should have, but they blew it completely. Let's see here. Garrett Varadkar for 5. What chance does Carroll have of winning the general? Probably slim. That's my guess. Let's see, Kentucky. Any updates?
I'm still waiting for that county.
Which county?
Barron County. That's where Kraft is from.
Where are you looking at?
Barron.
Barron. Where is that?
It's kind of central middle ish, little left.
Can't find it. Whatever.
Go to Taylor. Go 1 down and 2 to the left.
Taylor. Where's Taylor?
Taylor's that one in the middle for Kraft.
Where is it? Oh, Barron.
Oh,
Barron.
yeah,
I see it.
I'm pretty sure that's where she's from.
I just thought I'd say, in the 103rd special election, the Democrat is winning 75-22.
Are you serious right now? Oh my gosh.
Where?
Yeah. In the 163rd special, which was seen as a potential GOP pickup, 36% in, it's 75-22.
Jeez.
100 what? 100 what?
Holy crap.
Wait, 100 what?
District 163.
It's the 160.
That's like
100
a super Biden district. That's not competitive.
Yeah, I thought one of them was super Biden.
Yeah,
I
well,
thought.
Republicans saw it as a potential pickup opportunity.
Well, they're stupid if they thought that.
Duster Carna for 2. Colorado went from center right to blue because of weed. That's actually true.
It is true.
That's just sad. It's a beautiful state. That's what makes it even more sad. Now it's California too.
It depends on what part of the state. Some parts are kind of ugly, mainly downtown Denver.
Wow. You're telling me
Not
this for the first time. Look at Wayne County. Where's Wayne?
Oh, a big shift just happened in the Philadelphia. Oh wait, no, I just didn't have that tab loaded, so it just.
Okay, Wayne. Which
Never mind.
Wayne? Are you talking about Pennsylvania? Where is that?
No, I had it. There was like a glitch on my.
Oh.
There was like a glitch in my thing, so it made it look like there were new results in Philadelphia.
Let's see here. Let's see. Voted for Democrat by 66. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was one of the Philly seats, and the other was like a somewhat competitive seat. That's what I thought.
Okay, yeah, the 163rd voted for Biden by about 26.
Yeah, so it's not even.
Yeah, the two special elections. Yeah, there's the 108th, which is like which was obviously going to vote Republican. It's like in the middle of like nowhere, and then the 163rd was seen as a potential pickup for Republicans, and
Wayne
it's like in
versus-
Delaware County.
Okay, this is Wayne County of in Pennsylvania, northeastern PA. Caroline's winning by 6. All right, I think we're gonna call it here for the night because it's not. I don't think much can really change, and
I'm back.
Oh, we're about to end the stream.
What did I miss?
Nothing much.
Oh, Mastriana's candidate's behind.
Yeah, she's not gonna win.
Dang, that sucks.
All right, if anybody got any more super chats, I recommend you send them now or forever go in peace. Because we were going to stay here for a little bit, but... Okay, Westmoreland came in. It's very
Big
early.
for McCullough.
Very
Yeah, I
early
mean,
on
she
some
could
stuff.
she could stand a very slight chance if everything goes right.
Yeah, but it is very early, so it could change. But yeah, we'll end in a couple minutes just to see if any more results come in. Then we'll
Like how
end.
like the MAGA candidate's strongest area now is all of a sudden West PA.
So yeah, if anybody got any more super chats, send them now because we're gonna probably end in a couple minutes because knowing Pennsylvania, we'll be here for 7 hours.
They just refuse to count that one Kentucky county. It's literally it's surrounded
It's mocking you.
now. This is ridiculous.
It's just mocking you.
Bullitt County.
Barron County.
Kelly
That's
Craft
that's
is
Kelly
like
Craft's from there. I
17%.
want to know how it votes.
Okay, when's the next big election?
When's the Mississippi
Wouldn't it
primary?
be? Is it the Virginia primary at some point?
Yeah, it has to be.
I'll look it up. Virginia primary 2023. It's on June 20th.
So So that's probably gonna be the. Well, there'll probably be a couple here and there, probably, but
And then the other one is the Mississippi primary,
which
which is that's on that's on August 8th. So Virginia that's probably the next big one. That's June 20th.
Can Democrats win Mississippi? It's not looking as likely as I thought it was going to be.
Probably not going to win it.
A couple months ago, maybe, but
Hate Reeves
I
mentum.
guess it depends on whether Brandon Presley can like get energy before like in the months before the election.
not really looking good for him though.
I mean, it's still a couple of months out. I mean,
I
I think
know,
it's more
but-
important that he gets momentum in September, October.
Duster Carter for 2. Will you do an individual cover of Georgia, Nevada, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin as a video? Probably. So our next stream is probably going to be in a couple days. We may do another reaction to debate. Which debate should we do a reaction to? Down the line.
Have you done? I don't think you've done the second 2016 one yet, right?
No. I'll probably
That's
do that.
that's the town hall one. That was
Oh,
well,
yeah.
there's so many things I remember about that one.
Oh, man. Peter Griffin in Mississippi equals Safar. So true.
Also, an interesting one to react to at some point might be the Biden v. Trump first debate, where
That was
remember there was
awful.
yeah, that was
That was
just
beautiful.
I remember
I love
watching
that
one.
debate.
I remember
That was the
I remember
funniest thing
watching
ever.
that, and I remember watching that, and I was just like, "What? Oh, what's even what
It
what
was
is this?"
perfect.
It was
timeline?
art. It was art.
All right.
I'll always defend that first debate.
The second GOP debate was over the first one. Yeah, I remember that one. But anyways, folks, I think we're going to call it here. We're not going to get results for probably a while. Are we? We're only
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
We're 5% an hour in.
Yeah, it's 45 minutes in, and we've got. I mean, like Philadelphia hasn't counted anymore, too.
All right. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching this live stream. We're going to do more of these. If you did enjoy, smash the like button down below. Subscribe. Share with your friends. Hit that little bell. Follow the Twitter accounts in the description down below. And, of course, join the channel today. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was a very fun stream. And very interesting results. And there's some questions now about DeSantis in 24. Some actual serious questions about the electability argument. But one more super chat. Duster Carter for 2. Tate Reeve taking off battle flag pissed off people. That is true. But I don't think it's going to... That was a couple months ago. And
That was a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago. So, anyways, folks, Godspeed to all of you. Any final words?
I don't have any.
Boo.
Trump.
All right. See you guys